ignoring that.
But what
I'm
I'm
not. No, no,
saying
no,
is,
no. I'm
look,
gonna make my point.
look. All right, this is what I'm being specific. The 27th pick got 11 assists in one game. You are an eighth pick. What are you going to do? You don't think he felt none of that?
No, I don't. No, it's not about him feeling none of that. It's about him taking one step at a time. For Yegor, everything is about getting healthy. Going through the process of the first year. You know, going through the practices, bro. Developing in and out of practice, man. Going through everything that you need to
Yo,
go through,
yo,
and
Leaf, let me keep it real with you, Leaf. Y'all talking about trading Cam Thomas? Let Cam Thomas get traded. Watch how I talk about trading every play on this.
trading Cam
Hold on,
Thomas for
hold
who?
on.
I never. Oh,
Breezy, that's the business side of it, Breeze.
Wait.
Breeze, that's the business side of it, bro. Come on. Come on.
Hold on, let me
Oh
make
my God, yo!
let me make my point, bro.
Hold up!
Hey, did you say you traded the whole flat for
What the
Spawn?
hell just happened?
Let me
Oh
make
my
my point,
God.
bro. Lee, my point is this: if Saraf and Nolan Treyarch set the bar and Yegor plays a certain way, Yegor and Ben Saraf, this whole thing with transitioning Yegor to the small forward, I don't know. Especially if they looking at next year's draft. My point is this: it ain't going. Don't worry about Cam Thomas getting traded. The way Danny Wolf playing and the way, in my opinion, Cam Thomas play, we're going to be able to add Danny Wolf to the core of this team. And I don't know if we could say the same for a lot of these other rookies, bro. So I don't think Cam Thomas be
Drake
playing.
Powell?
We talking about a trade back at the end of the season. After December, bro, trust me, bro. Don't think that it cannot happen where there could be a certain package where, you know what I'm saying? I'm just,
Wait, Breeze, are you talking about Drake Powell, Breeze? Because he has
no,
the
no,
height, defense, athleticism Cam don't have. So
I'm saying,
I
So
don't
what?
think
He
that would work.
Cam got the
I'm saying,
scoring that he don't have.
No, but
right,
hey, you have to have the other intangibles to play winning basketball. You always talk about winning basketball, Jay. There's more than just scoring involved to win a basketball game.
Yeah, but
Come
last year we
on.
was playing a lot of fucking defense and didn't score shit.
Oh, yeah, here we
correct.
go. Drake
Draft
Powell was a
Hold
plus
on,
9 in
hold
limited
on,
time. So stop, Drake.
hold on. Time out, because we gotta get back to Lee.
Yo, I'm
Then we
tired
gotta
of
get
you
to Ice
glazing
J. We
all of
gotta get.
these people, bro. You be glazing all of
What are
these
you
people.
talking about, bro? These are who we drafted.
We
And I'm
got
critical of some of them. I even gave Saraf a compliment the other day because he had 11 assists. I'm actually
what that
willing to give credit where credit's due. And that's
Jay,
what
play
hold
somebody
on.
that scored
We
20
gotta get
points a
back
night
to
like
Lee.
Cam Thomas. So stop,
what
Jay.
that got to do with the glazing? Like just because you give somebody a compliment every once in a while, you do the same thing with Cam
Oh,
Thomas. That don't mean nothing. It's fleeting.
Jay, you were criticizing Danny Wolf for not having one rebound, bro, when he was
You
more
were
impactful on the team.
no. I was
Oh,
making
yeah,
fun of
yeah,
you.
you
I
were.
was
You were.
no.
I
I
can
was.
roll the footage. You were
Bro,
criticizing for
yo,
one
bro.
rebound.
Do you know what sarcasm is? Do you know?
I
Do you
wasn't sarcastic. Jay, you were serious, bro, yesterday
bro?
about that with
Look at
me.
the comments. The comments knew I was making fun of you. I was
No,
just
stop.
imitating
You weren't making
you.
fun, bro. No,
I
you
was
weren't. You can't
imitating you.
imitate me. There's only one Eric B. Kenneth John, bro. Stop.
I was imitating you. That's why they was laughing at you in the comments because
Nah, nobody was laughing, bro. Stop it, yeah. Stop. Yo,
you were
grow up,
saying
Jay. Grow up, Jay. Stop
you
it,
were
Jay.
saying one
Stop.
assist and saying one rebound. I was
Oh
just going
man.
back
Yo,
and
hold
forth
it
with you.
down. Hold it
Yeah, this
down.
guy freaked out over one.
I gotta mute y'all, man. I
Hold
gotta.
it down.
Leaf, go ahead, Leaf. I wasn't even gonna say nothing. I just didn't want them to keep talking over you, bro. Go ahead, it's your turn. Then we go to Ice. Then we gonna go to Jay. Let's see if Jay want to talk about it with his.
POP, hold it down.
You gotta keep Thomas' name like Voldemort, man.
Yo,
Like,
seriously,
Listen,
come
LM.
on, man.
Seriously, man. The paranoia with this dude is insane.
Hold on,
Yo,
let him leave
yo,
finish. Let him leave finish. Let
nah,
him leave
that's
finish.
that why
Let me
they
finish
be
his
saying
take.
some shit.
Oh yeah, okay.
Hold on. Let me finish because Leaf was
POP,
talking. Go
hold
ahead.
it
just
down.
to get back to your question about Ben Saraf and Nola Trayor, I don't really think. I think right now they are more so projects than Danny Wolf and Yegor. I think Yegor height and skill set, bro, like already exceeds what they're trying to do. You know
We
what I'm
got to
saying?
see
Well,
him
what they're
play
trying.
though.
Yeah, we do got to see him play, but I think Yegor once he gets back healthy, I think he'll be okay. I mean,
I mean, we'll
just
see. We'll see.
I think. Hold on, I just want to finish it. I just want to say he'll be okay, but the real pressure that's being put on is in terms of skill set is Danny Wolf. Danny Wolf is looking like the best rookie that we drafted so far.
We gotta confirm it with ice, though. You know what I'm saying? You gotta confirm it with ice, Lee.
I mean, confirmation via ice, i.e., Danny Wolf. As I said before there was
like
ever.
You can have your own opinion, Leaf. You ain't got to confirm it. If that's what you feel, that's what you feel.
We're joking.
Bro, no. It ain't even what I feel. It's a fact.
Well, see, now you're talking some bullshit. It ain't a fact. I don't know if it's a fact. That's how you feel. You got your opinion.
Out of the 5 niggas that we drafted, Danny Wolf is looking like the best out of all 5 of these niggas right now.
I don't know. It's a toss-up between him and Powell to me.
I like Powell. And some people say it's a race.
Wait. Hold on.
We gotta ask Ice, man.
Before I pass the ball, bro. Like I just want to let niggas know.
Y'all two on there, y'all still on live, right?
Yeah. Before I pass the ball, I just want to let y'all niggas know consistently playing less than 15 minutes. Danny Wolf has consistently filled up the stat sheet.
Yeah, but I mean, he filled up the negative shit too.
The negative shit, like my bro.
4 turnovers, 4 turnovers, and he had quite a few.
Well, Ricky don't turn the ball over, Scott.
Yeah, that's
Come on,
true.
son. What ball handler don't turn the ball over? What we want?
That's true. But
miss me with the turnovers.
He has to not do that.
I'm a pass the ball.
Stop making excuses for niggas.
This nigga ain't even played a regular season game yet.
All right, so why you glazing him?
Oh, man. That 1 rebound with Danny Wolf.
All right, he didn't even play the regular season game yet. Just let it play out.
Why are you so animated about this, bro? What
seriously, Leaf. Seriously, what is this?
Because like it's facts and y'all niggas talking out ass.
Yeah, no, Jay, that's you tonight, Jay. You got the cake tonight for that, Jay. Stop it, bro.
You talking out your ass, man.
No, I'm not, nigga.
You can't say so tell me how it's a fact.
If you can name me.
You just said it's a fact that everybody's opinion who said something else is wrong. So how is it a fact?
Bro, I'm talking about what I'm talking about.
Hold on. You know how we
I'm gonna pass the ball.
You see limited minutes.
After you pass the ball,
bro, hold on. I'm gonna pass the ball after I say this one last thing, bro. Out of the 5 rookies that we drafted, he is looking like the best rookie right now.
Yo,
you said that 6 times already.
Yo, how many times do
Don't matter how many times I said
gotta keep repeating.
Hold on. I got a legit question though. How many times do Leaf pump fake before he actually passed the rock, bro?
And then he did the same move over and over again too.
And it worked, nigga. What the hell you mean? Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
No, it didn't.
It did fucking work, man. What you mean, bro?
That shit didn't work, bro.
It did work, nigga. Why you coming in here with all this fucking energy right now, bro?
That shit didn't work, bro.
Yes, it did.
No, it did.
Yes, it did.
No, it did.
Yes, it did.
If we had the first pick, none of this argument would be happening.
What you talking about?
That shit didn't work.
Yes, it did.
Nobody agrees.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did.
If it worked, that
yes, it did. It worked. It worked, nigga.
All over a Danny Wolf rebound, man. This is crazy.
What you mean?
How it worked?
It worked.
I don't agree with you still, so it didn't work.
And everybody else agreed, nigga, because they ain't say the shit you said.
No, they don't.
Fuck out of here. Yes, they did. Yes, they do.
Everybody,
hold it down.
Yeah, it's not about
nobody said yes.
Jay, I don't know why you flip out over one
come up in here arguing this shit, bro. Fuck out of here.
It wasn't a rebound.
Bro, you got wild yesterday over Danny Wolf with 1 rebound, bro, and I called out Cam for an assist, and you were wilding on me, bro.
Yo, I gotta hold it down. I gotta hold it down.
And you didn't respect it.
Bro, you're not imitating me. Stop with that imitation BS. It wasn't imitation, bro. You actually were set on that. Stop it.
You dickhead.
No, stop, bro. Bro, you actually have to be funny to make a comment like that. Stop.
That's why I gotta be funny. I don't gotta be funny. I'm telling you.
Hold it down.
Can I run point?
Can we get to Ice? We ain't let Ice go yet, man.
Yeah, I'm standing here at the 3-point line with my
Ice been waiting for the ball for the past 3 hours.
That's this nigga Jay want to yell, bro.
Man, I was just listening.
Yo,
I'm driving in my car.
facts.
I was just listening, and y'all was talking bullshit.
Hey, Leaf, Leaf, like, Leaf is like
on, let me
Will
pass it
Smith,
back.
Will Smith when he getting a quadruple team and then Carlton come and take the ball from him. Shoot that shit.
Right, so hold
Oh,
on.
shit.
What I wanted to ask Ice is, now obviously Timmy and Whitehead, they let them, in my opinion, they let Timmy and Whitehead, they waived them so they could give minutes to the rookies. Now I'm asking you, what rookies do you think they're gonna invest in letting waiving Whitehead and Timmy?
They're gonna invest in all the rookies. They're gonna invest in all the rookies, right? It just seems right now that some may be ahead of some. You haven't seen Yegor except for in the preseason, and you just seen Powell, right? Come out and do a little bit of something, but you ain't really get enough to know. You see it, but you don't got enough to know. Like Danny, preseason he didn't play well at some games, you know what I'm saying? But now in summer league, now in the preseason you getting to see in short minutes Danny can do a little bit of damage.
Is crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So you really don't know Saraf as well. Them 11 assists, 9 points, 9.6 assists. You know what I'm saying? He could do a little bit of something. So you're getting a small sample size right now. So they're gonna invest in all of them and see, you know what I'm saying?
Who's who?
What level who's at what and where they need to be at. You know what I mean?
Word, niggas crashing out over preseason, yo. We gotta
Bro,
go.
I ain't crashing out. These niggas just emotional.
Hold on. Hey,
Nah, that's you tonight, Jay. So
Bro, I could talk loud and joke and I'm cool.
you had to be funny to joke. That wasn't a joke yesterday.
Yes, it was because your ass was yelling one.
Bro, there was no laughing at what you said. Like, come on.
Yo, hold it down, man.
Hold on, we on a fast break. I'm coming down for the three. Like y'all got chill. You know what I'm
Go ahead.
saying?
Go ahead.
I told you
Yeah.
you're emotional.
Seconds on the shot clock. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Hello.
Don't pass him a grenade, please.
All right, so what I'm trying to ask you is that matchup with Maluak and you know what I'm saying, Danny Wolf. Do you think that that's something that could like continue? Like they want to see how well Maluak, because remember that the Nets passed up on Maluak.
That was a good move.
And they got Danny Wolf. So what I'm saying is, it's something the Nets that was intentional. And remember, Jay, this is JTV. Subscribe to This Is JTV. He said that he wanted Maluak. If I'm wrong,
a lot of people said it.
Yeah.
All right, so talk to us. What you think about the comparison between Wolf and Maluak? Who you think is going to have a better season?
I think Danny. It depends on if Danny stay in the league or go to the G, right? It all depends. But now you watch maybe a backup or a third backup center on Phoenix, and Danny is the same for here, right? It just seems that Danny's ahead of him skill wise. Danny's older, you know what I mean? But Maluak has potential to be something good or something great. We don't know, you know what I'm saying? It's just potential. Now you see Danny's skill set, and you like Dan, like Leaf be talking about. Danny has a skill set. He can beat centers off the dribble. He can cross you up. He can get you at an angle. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody know he need to work on his defense, but offensively, a lot of centers is gonna have trouble if they can't move their feet with Danny, or you don't know how to guard a crossover because Danny he gonna pass or he gonna cross you up and get to where he need to get to. You know what I mean? But like I said, Maluak right now is not on the level of Danny as far as having, you know what I'm saying, being a point forward, and he doesn't need to be, but Danny's different, you know what I'm saying? So they two different type of players right now. But Danny's older, he's ahead. That's all there is to it right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know who's gonna have a better season because I don't know where Danny's gonna be at. I don't know where Maluak is gonna get any playing time like that on Phoenix right now. Anyways, he might end up in the G.
Hmm. So let me. All right. So Ice, when you're done, pass it to Jay, because I just want to ask him the same question. Like, after seeing them play, are you mad the Nets passed up on Maluak, or you feel like we should have got him?
No, because I wanted Kalkbrenner or Raynard, so I'm not mad. I'm not mad that we passed up on him. I also wanted Danny Wolf, also. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I would have built the team a little bit different.
We could have
but
had both of them.
No, I would have got another center because I knew Danny is better with another center on the floor to run. You know what I'm saying? Power forward. He really is not good at center, but he can learn how to play center as well. So I would have did. You know what I'm saying? Even though we got Dayron, another center that is similar to Danny, but not the same as far as scoring. You can score on offense. You can give him the ball in the post, fadeaways and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? That type of center. And there was those two type of centers in there in the draft. And Maluach is a little bit of one, but I wouldn't have been mad at missing him and grabbing another older senior center out of the draft. But Danny's a good pick. Danny just got to work on his defense.
Man, I don't know why you love these senior citizens, man.
No, hey, look, how Danny looking? How Danny looking? He looking like a
senior. But
listen,
no. I'm not trying to hear that. I agree with
one rebound again, bro.
I agree with I like Danny Wolf. Why don't you get off?
Because you've been flipping out over a one rebound, dude. It's not that crazy.
You not realize? I think you might be a little. You missing.
No, Jay, you're just on one tonight, bro. Like you said, bro. Stop.
First of all, that was last night. That one rebound.
Let him finish his statement. Let him finish his
statement.
statement.
You emotional, John. Yo, you got to being emotional already, bro.
No, that's you, Jay. You take the cake, brother.
Okay, yeah, I'm the emotional one. Got it. But like I said.
Hold on. I'm about to take the whistle. Hey, John, when you on the sideline, you're supposed to cheer quiet. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to hold on. When we out there shooting the rock and I'm passing the rock to Jay, you supposed to be on the sideline cheering your teammate on. You ain't supposed to interrupt. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to do a little cheer and wait till you get back into the game, partner. You know what I'm saying? Coach
Ice, all I do is cook and help people build their concept, bro. So I appreciate the advice. That's all I do, bro. Stop.
Nah, you got sit on the sidelines and cheer your teammate on until you get back in the game.
John, hold on. John, what I'm saying is you got to realize through all of that, Ice was the one impacted. Like, I'm really trying to pass the ball to Ice, and you and Jay are going at it. Now, to say who was right for wrong, that's not what I'm doing. I'm saying I was trying to pass it to Ice the entire time. So why y'all doing that? It's not even you and his goal. So it's like, that's why Ice saying what he's saying.
I was trying to pass it to Ice.
Yeah, Leaf was actually trying to get a few words in before he was really interrupted.
Hold on, real quick. Leaf must have did like DeMar DeRozan pumping like 20 times before he threw the rock, bro.
And then he said the same shit over and over again. He said the same line. He didn't even say nothing different.
My nigga, you still got the ball, bro.
I'm just saying, bro. Like you telling me, hold on. Let me say one last thing before I pass the rock. The same shit I just said.
Jay, you high, bro? Like what you doing?
No, I'm sober as a gopher. That's why I'm doing your ass.
You and highly animated tonight, bro.
And when I'm sober, I cannot let bullshit rock.
Oh,
like when
so
I'm
when you high, you
can
can just chill. Like that's what it is.
I just told you when I'm high, I can let y'all talk bullshit all day because I don't.
You need a spliff, my nigga.
When I'm sober, you can't talk bullshit to me.
My nigga, it's 10:48 in New York, and you ain't got a spliff, and you ain't got a spliff yet.
Come on, bro. Yeah, he's a power forward.
I got something for that right now. Now, this is an article. This ain't nobody saying this. This is me reading the article. You know what I'm saying? Now, we could decide how consistent this article is. This is, again, written by Eric Slater. Shout out to him. Locked on Nets. He's going to have Ian Eagle on Locked on Nets tomorrow. So check that out. The Brooklyn Nets were the butt of many jokes for the 2025 draft. General manager Sean Marks' decision to make an NBA record first five round picks, 3 of which were point guards, left many scratching their heads. However, entrenched in a rebuild, the Nets are playing the numbers game, hoping one or more of their selections pop. Right? All right. The once NBA general manager believes Brooklyn's last pick, Danny Wolf, will be that player. The NBA released its GM survey last week, and one of the executive poll voted Wolf the biggest steal of this year's draft. That's why we here, people. All Nets fans, we the best fans. That's why we here. This is what an NBA released its GM survey. I could go on and on, but this is the point. The NBA released its GM survey last week, and one of the executive poll voted Wolf the biggest steal of this year's draft. I'm gonna go to LM just because he hasn't argued with anybody on the panel. And yeah, LM, talk to us, man. What you think about Danny Wolf being the biggest steal of this year's draft? Is some realism in that? How you feel?
I mean, it could be. It definitely could be. For me, I'm waiting to the regular season. Like,
Yeah. Yep.
the regular season is going to prove everything that these guys are talking about, whether he's a steal or not. I can't. I like what I'm seeing from him so far in preseason. I do. Like,
It's encouraging.
yeah, but I mean, I'm waiting for the regular season where he's gonna have to go up against
Some real
big,
cat.
some real cats. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna see. We gonna see. But in terms of him being, in terms of him being the steal, he could very well
He
be.
could be. He could be.
Yeah, I was good with the pick. I mean, look at what he can do. His skill set, like,
Yeah.
at 20, I know he's older, but still, at 21 years old with that skill set, like,
Yeah.
you can't teach that.
No, there's something tangible that he has. Yeah.
Yeah, so he very well could be. I think either one of these guys. I mean, Powell could end up, turning into something. Traore.
Let's just go around the panel. I'm gonna ask the same question. Can he be the steal of this draft? Yeah, sure. And we looked at the chart the other day. They showed that the Plank Center has become a thing after the 2014, 2015 season up until now. That's 10 years acknowledging that it's positionless basketball where you got the center, the big, and the ball handler. There's 10 years of them doing that. Somebody being considered baby Jokic from a coach that was the assistant coach before or around the time that, Jokic, you know what I'm saying, got these MVPs. You feel what I'm saying? Seeing the player development in Jokic for Wolf to get this nod early, I think it's impressive, man. I don't want to overlook it, and he on our team. If I overlook other players that's not on this team, then yeah, say what you want. But I don't want to overlook talent on this team. Happy birthday, Cam Thomas, man. But I do think he could be the steal. I said all I have to say, yes. I think he could be the steal of this draft. Ice, what you got on this, Ice?
Yo, a matter of fact, Danny got a special talent, bro. There's not a lot of centers in the league that can do what Danny do right now. As far as what they saying, Danny, as far as we picked him at 27, 28, right? And you look at Danny playing, he could play point center, he could run an offense, he could do the Penny Hardaway crossover step back three. Some guards can't even do that in the league, bro. So he got a special type skill. It all depends on his development. Can you get Danny to the point where he can actually consistently
do it,
pass and score and cut down on turnovers? And then, you know what I'm saying, we will see who's the steal of the draft. Because right now, I don't know. Like, I'm on TikTok right now. Brian on TikTok say Nick Clifford showed out, Ace Bailey showed out, VJ showed out, Danny's skill set showing out, Ben Saraff is showing out. There's guys,
but if he the 27th pick, that's why they saying steal. It's not like the best player in the draft. It's the steal.
Right.
I mean, the steal could be after
the top 10 round. Jokic was in the second round.
What's being
the
said
steal
is
not
that
going to be Cooper Flag or VJ Edgebrook.
Yeah, the steal is going to be outside of the top 10.
Outside of the top 10 could be a steal.
The steal is the underdog.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like
just like Cam Thomas was the steal of the draft.
That is true.
And it's the same 27th pick.
Happy birthday, Cam Thomas.
Like passing on us, but this is what I'm saying. To Jay's point of why I like some older players. Nick Clifford was an older player, and they say he was the best in summer league. Out of all the Coop, out of VJ, out of all the young
it's about long term. It ain't about what they doing right now. It's about what
but it is though, because if you draft Coop or you draft Ace, and sometimes you expect them to do things right away. Like when they come to summer league, you expect them to show out. VJ showed out exactly in summer league, right? But they didn't expect a Nick Clifford who's older, way down in the draft, getting drafted like in the late 20s, to be balling out the way that he did, which made it show like Nick Clifford is a guy that we slept on and all of us passed up on and left them on the board just like they did Danny, right? So Danny was slept on, picked up at 28. Nick Clifford in the 22s, two older guys that I talked about how the NBA shouldn't overlook older players, because when the older players start the ball, and just because they're a little bit, like you said, long-term, younger top picks it might take them longer. But as far as what you get from an older player right now and where they could be at, like they get slept on because they considered to be system guys or stuff like that. So Nick Clifford is not a system guy. Danny Wolf is not a system guy. Them dudes legitly have skills, and they starting to show out. And you like, hold on, maybe I should have drafted a center. A senior. Maybe I should have drafted a sophomore. You know what I'm saying? In my lineup instead of looking for just 18-year-olds or 17-year-olds.
I mean, but stick to that center part, because that's one of the reasons why Yang Henson went from like late first round to 16th though.
That's true.
That's why
he could be the steal. He could be a steal.
He could definitely be the steal of the draft. I ain't gonna lie.
Hold on. Let's go to Notorious. All right, well, he was saying something just now. What you saying, Notorious?
No, I'm saying that's why we should have picked Renard too. I think Renard falls in before the draft. You know, a couple of us were in here were really talking about Danny Wolf and Renard being on this team and being valuable pieces, because I mean, even though they were older, we seen the skill set and we seen the basketball IQ that they had.
Yep. So what year was Renard in? What year was he in?
He went in the second round.
He did all 4 years.
Oh, he did all 4? Okay.
I think he did all 4.
Yeah. So
I think he was a walk-on. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's what they said he was. I think he cleared that out. They say he was walk-on. Go ahead, Joey.
I totally agree with everything Ice is saying. I mean, he's spot on, you know, with his analysis of Danny. I'm not, you know, no one's saying that, you know, he is going to be the steal of the draft. I mean, it's still too early, but he can be based off of his skill set and and based off of where he was picked at. So, I mean, I don't think that's far-fetched. But yeah, I totally agree on his analysis as well as comparing Molly Watt to Danny Wolf. They're totally two different centers. Yep. And on top of that, they're in totally two different times in their careers. Molly Walker is still very young, still very raw. Yep. Danny is a much older player. Yep. Danny is more of a finesse big. Molly Walker, you know, he's got that build to be a dominant center in this league in the paint. So it all depends on what you want in your center and how you want to build your team.
Right.
I mean, it's apples and oranges, man.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, it's a lot of hostility in here tonight, man. I'm going to HR in the morning, man. That's all I gotta say, y'all.
I'm going to HR in the morning.
Yeah.
What you going to HR for,
Nobody likes HR. You seen The Office?
Yeah.
Nobody likes HR.
Yeah, damn sure don't, bro. Ain't nobody like HR unless there's a raise coming, bro. Like, what you talking about, bro? Bro. You going to HR to rat, bro? Yeah. Like that's what it sound like.
Niggas said niggas young thugging in the HR office.
Only people that stay in HR is informants, bro.
But hold on. In all fairness, you gotta realize that I'm the one that I'm looking at it, and again, I listen to the people who listen to the show, and sometimes they miss the show, and sometimes they be here on the show. But they leave comments after the show, right? Yeah. So I listen to that, and they'll talk about us. They talk about the show. They talk about the panel. So I'm listening to the etiquette of it. And yeah, to extent, you know how there's truth and humor? Like, yeah, long as we ain't saying nothing dark, I can't stop y'all being dark. You know what I'm saying?
It's a hostile
That's what I'm saying. That's at the end of the day, I joke with y'all, it's just truth and humor. Like, yeah, I want the sponsors, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to compromise the integrity of what we are. So I'm saying that to say, do what you do. But again, like I said, to Notorious point, bro, we all hear it, bro. This is all public. This is all, you know what I'm saying? And I just think what he said made sense. That was a good icebreaker.
That's a hostile work.
That might as well have been a super common man. That should be
I feel like
niggas had Cooper Flag.
Anybody who's saying that I was angry with him with any of those comments, you just got to get to know me, bro, because I can have a conversation, a charged conversation, and still be completely level-headed because I wasn't mad at nobody. It's just y'all saying bullshit. Nothing you're saying I agree with. Like everything you're saying, and especially being biased about how Danny Wolf don't got to play defense. Like it's just biasness. And then
Never said that. Never say he didn't have to not play defense. I'm just looking at the positives.
I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you.
Okay, Jay. Okay, Jay.
I'm not talking to you. Am I talking to you? Did I say your name? Because I know how to say, John, I'm talking to you. You need to shut up personally. Like, I know how to say that if that's what I was trying to say, but that's not why. Because you and Leaf and other people are saying the same thing. So I'm talking in general. But
leave me out of this, bro.
Yeah, leave me out of this too. Leave me out of this shit too, bro.
I didn't say anything, bro.
Okay, now I'm talking to both of y'all.
Yeah, no. I don't have to talk to you now because of your BS.
I'm trying to understand why you so trying to duck,
no rebuttal, Jonathan.
Okay, Jay.
I don't want no rebuttals, Jonathan.
Yeah, talk to Mira, bro.
Why you so turned up, bro?
All right, so hold on. In all fairness, listen. In all fairness, you know something? Everybody got that.
They biased.
Hold on. No,
they're biased, bro.
That's a lie.
It's our team, bro. Like,
nah, y'all biased, bro, because y'all don't never give all it. Like y'all give these other players so much leeway. But Cam Thomas made one mistake, y'all on him. But anybody, y'all give these. He's a rookie.
Breezy, this all your fucking fault.
Yeah, Breeze. Off the Cam Thomas Appreciation Day, man.
This is all your fault, bro.
Happy birthday to Cam Thomas,
on Cam Thomas Appreciation Day, y'all got the nerve.
Breeze, this is all your. Because I was asked a question about Ben Surratt and Nolan Trayor, and then I get stopped and said, "Yo, if y'all niggas think Cam Thomas should be traded," and I'm like, "Yo,
I ain't gonna lie, Breezy was wrong with that.
I'm like, wait a minute."
Right.
The fact that y'all don't think that y'all be being biased is hilarious.
No, it's hilarious hearing you talk for me. That's hilarious. That's really hilarious.
I really wasn't arguing with him
I can talk to you too, Jay, if you want. I can talk to you too, if you want.
During the soliloquy that was about.
Leaf's point was that he wasn't talking about Cam Thomas.
Hey, Jay.
Hold on, wait. Can I ask Johnson? Go ahead.
Hold up, Jay. Hold up. You trying to say they trying to play in the game and coach at the same time, bro? That's what they trying to do, Jay.
Bro, they just biased, bro. Like they make excuses.
Well,
you ain't biased. Like you ain't biased, Jay. Like you ain't biased. Yo, don't throw stones if you haven't committed.
He's saying if Cam Thomas gets a rebound or whatever.
Look at what Cam Thomas did.
Can I say what I was going to say?
Go ahead.
What I was saying was me and Leaf wasn't arguing. I was trying to give a chance for Leaf to rebuttal what I say. What I was saying was if Cam Thomas was to ever get traded, I'm going to be talking about trading everybody on his team. I was just trying to break the ice, be funny type shit. And I said that for Leaf the rebuttal, right? I was kind of, you know what I mean? Because my thing is, I was saying that, but the prior to that was saying that Yegor, in my opinion, Ben Surratt having 11 assists and playing well as he did, sets the bar for Yegor to do some of the same or even better. You know, we want you to be better than Ben Surratt. Respectfully. And I think that's what the underlying knock was on Ben Surratt. Why we need Ben Surratt when we got Yegor? But Yegor not available. And all Nets fans are annoyed with that shit. Let's pretend like we not. Let's pretend like we appreciate a player that's available.
Word up.
Ben Surratt. And he had 11 assists. I'm just saying.
That wasn't the thing. It was just the fact that this nigga was talking about some other shit, and you bringing up Cam Thomas trade stuff is the exact same thing that starts the arguments in here. So that's why we was
legit conversations. It's insane,
bro. But that's what I'm saying. I was trying to talk to Leaf, bro. They was, you feel what I mean? Because I wanted Leaf to pass it to Ice to pass it to Jay. So that's what I was saying. So, Lee, you see what I'm saying, Lee? Like, all I'm saying is, Yegor, I think me and you disagree. You saying that Wolf sets the ball, and I get what you're saying as far as the rookies in general. But I'm saying at the point guard position, even though y'all calling him a point guard, he's a center to me. And he's just a point center. I'm not talking about a point center. I'm talking about a point guard. There's a difference between a point guard and a point center. And I don't want to see them make it work by putting Yegor at the small forward so he can play the point forward. Now we got a point guard, point forward, and point No. Make Diego the point guard like he's supposed to be. And our backup is you feel what I'm saying? Benson Raff and Nolan Traore. And I'm talking about a trade because I don't think we're going to need both either Nolan or Benson Raff. I think one of them get traded.
How we know Nolan not going to be the future 3?
Huh?
I mean, not Nolan, my fault. How we know Diego is not going to be the future 3?
Because I feel like the Brooklyn Nets focus on the Brooklyn LM. I feel like the Brooklyn Nets focused on the point guard position this season.
They did.
We read the articles. They read 3. They got 3 point guards. So I feel like next draft, they know they only got 1 pick. They're not going to make that 1 pick a point guard, in my opinion. I think they're going to make it a small forward or a bigger player.
But my thing is this, right? We know there's point forwards in the NBA, and I'm not talking about like point forwards in terms of big. I'm talking about case in point, the nigga that's still playing, LeBron James, point forwards, plays the 3. He can play point, but his majority position is the 3. Diego don't got strength like that to play the 3 yet, but necessarily. He don't necessarily has to be the starting point guard. There can be times where he's on the floor as the 3, but if Nolan is there or Saraf is there, he can bring the ball up. He's another ball handler who can bring the ball up sometimes. It don't always got to be Saraf or Nolan or whoever you pick. That's another ball handler in the starting lineup, regardless if he's at the 3 or the 1. I'm just saying.
Do you honestly think that either one of them can do a whole season at point in the NBA? Because I think Nolan has been trained to do so often. Yes, but the rest of them, you can run offense through them. They can bring the ball up.
But hold on,
but it's not easy in the NBA because you're playing a lot of games.
Scott, let me pose a question to you. Do you think they got pressure? The Brooklyn Nets got pressure to make all of these 5 of these players work, or they really focus maybe like on 3 out of 5? You feel what I'm saying? Let me make my IE. Like Dariq Whitehead and Noah Clowney. Dariq Whitehead didn't work out, but Noah Clowney making the rotation. He make the roster. So we got 1 out of 2. That's how I think they look at it. But how you feel, Scott?
No, I don't think they look at it like that, right? Because Dariq had injuries that didn't allow him to get where he needed to go. So they're gonna, like I said, they're gonna focus on all 5, right? Because even if 3 play in the NBA, 2 is going to the G League. And like I said, like with Noah Clowney, when you go down there, they would allow you to be the guy on. You
don't think that's a strain on Jordy? You don't think that's a strain on Jordy asking him to play and develop 5 players?
No. Because what I'm saying is, right, if 2 go down to the G, he has to work on 3. You know what I'm saying? And the other 2 come up when they come up. So you count on the Long Island staff to help Danny or whoever else, Drake Powell, if he's down there. So
it's not just on Horty for player development either. It's on the players too. Yeah, they gotta put the work in the off season. They gotta work on stuff in the off season. It's not just on Horty. It's not just on Horty for these dudes to get good. They gotta have the mentality. You gotta have the mentality to get better every season. You can't rely on the player coaching staff to always hold your hand. You know what you gotta work on, get better.
Hold on. So let me go back, right? So you got Long Island's coaching staff, right? You got the Brooklyn Nets coaching staff, and like I'm saying, then you got your own time to work on your own game. So like he said, it's not just on Jordy. Like Jordy his job is basically to get them to understand his system and put them in the right position to get better. But they got to work and get better on it, like on their own. But like I said, like when you look at the G League, they give you they make you the guy. If you good enough and you ready, they will make you the guy. So when you go down there, Danny gonna have the ball in his hand all the time, right? He gonna have the rock in his hands. He gonna get the play make. He gonna get to do this and grow his game more because he's down in the G. And whoever else, Drake Powell, they're gonna make him the guy, give him opportunities to run. You know what I'm saying, and develop his game while he's down there. So it's not pressure on them. Like Saraf and Traore and them, they're gonna have the harder bumps in the road. Pause. You know what I'm saying, to grow their game because they're gonna be the NBA with the rest of the guys who's ahead of them. You know what I'm saying? So they role may be a little bit different from Danny or Drake Powell that's in the G. You know what I'm saying? And then once they get the feel of the NBA, so to speak, then they got like Elam saying, then they got to go train in the off season to work on all the things that they learned this season to get better at. You know what I mean?
And whatever they work on in the off season, that's up to Horty next season to be like, oh, you worked on this? Okay, let's see how we can utilize that to the offense. Oh, you worked on this? Okay, let's see how we can utilize that to the defense. Like, that's really his job. Whatever they working on the off season, he has to find a way to implement that into the offense in terms of schemes, sets, his playbook, whatever the case may be. So yeah, it is on Horty. I'm not saying that it's not. But I would hope we drafted some dudes with dog-like mentalities who, I don't want to stay stagnant at the place that I'm at. I want to get better every season. That's to the point where I can be a crucial asset to the team. Like, I don't want to see Yegor having trouble bringing the ball up in his 4th year. Like, that should not be the case. It should not. I would expect him to be stronger. I would expect him to finish more at the rim in his 3rd year. I would expect him to improve his jumper and his mid-range by his 3rd year. I'm not going to put that on Horty. That should be something that he, in his mind, his mentality should be. Like, every season.
But, my thing is the number, like, when we start giving them 3-4 years, really is based off of Sean Marks' timeline. Really, when we say timeline, we talking about Sean, what we giving him the timeline to be. Last year, he was supposed to be starting his rebuild. You figure 3 to 4 years, 5 years, you should be, your team should be ready. What your vision was should be there. You can't go, oh, wait, well, another 5 years because you got 4 new players. Then that means you effed up. You dropped the ball.
Well, technically, this year coming up should be the last year for anything.
Yeah, it should be. So then these guys got to kind of like show something kind of soon. Right. You can't just. I would
expect by when this next draft pass, I would expect the Nets to hopefully be competing or at least trying to be above 500.
Right, exactly. I agree with that. At least go into the playoffs.
Yeah,
that's all. I'm not asking for a championship, but what I am asking for is the show.
Now, yo, listen. Shout to Scott. Subscribe to Scott at Palmer Gamers and more. The Ruler FN in the chat. He said, I think every rookie has shown something they can expand on. Yegor is the best PG for spacing. Saraf is the best PG for breaking down the defense. Noah best for blowing by as a defender. Now, at the end of the day,
we need somebody to do all three.
But Ben Saraf,
we need somebody to do all three. You can't just roll
Ben Saraf got to be able to see over the top. Like
he got to blow by somebody sometime too. He got to.
Nah, but he's 6'5".
He got to get to the paint.
You got a smaller defender on him, bro. He can play with his back to the basket. You can throw.
That's true.
Who we talking about?
Ben Saraf. Like just how to use him on offense.
Right.
I don't want him to be he don't need to be the fastest guy. He don't have to play at that pace.
I think him and Nolan right now. It seemed like him and Nolan are projects, bro, and it seemed like Drake Powell and Danny Wolf is more ready to play.
I agree.
A role, yeah.
They more ready. They more ready to fill into a spot.
A role,
a legitimate spot on the court. It seemed like Nolan Trayor and Ben Saraf, bro. Like
Nolan
they kind
of help.
They both kind of learn. They both kind of learning the NBA game.
They got to hit that outside shot.
I think that Drake Powell and Danny Wolf, they skill sets already translate.
Yeah, but hold on. I just want to add to that and say, for one, hopefully, Leaf, you doing the play-by-play this year?
I am, bro. Like, I already ditched my 6 to 12 job, man, just so I could call my trash ass team run for the year. Man. Why not, bro? Like, I ain't got shit else to do, man. My girlfriend already mad at me. I'm doing a podcast, man. So why not, man? I might as well piss somebody else off.
Yeah, but now shout to Leaf 4788. But I wanted to say I seen a pass, and it is because of this pass that I seen the highlight where Wolf was running the fast break and Powell was there to receive the pass and get the easy dunk. I need to see more of that this season. I want to
Don't
see.
forget about that shot off the backboard that shot was close.
Nigga, did you see the pass that Wolf did on the fast break to Powell for the dunk? What center on our team is doing shit like that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We need to see them on the floor at the same time. Like I know that I like how the Ruler FM broke this down, but I'm thinking about them as teammates in the sense where, like, if Wolf and Powell get 20 plus minutes together, yeah, this is what I signed up for. Don't give me about these rookies and they only get 20 minutes or less. I need them to be getting 20, 25 minutes or more, for real.
Hey, bro, don't stop there, bro. Like, Wolf and Clowney, Wolf and Powell, Wolf and just about anybody that's like likable. Look, nah, I don't know about that. Wolf and Wolf and Zaire, bro. Like any of the wing athletic players on our team, I feel like they could all thrive because he's gonna find them. Like it's not a secret why Iceman Tyrese Martin, bro, had 11 points in the second half, bro. Like Danny Wolf had a lot to do with that. Come on, bro. How often was he getting cuts to the basket a year ago, bro? When Dayron and whatchamacallit was on the court.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He
so,
is
like,
the best passing center on this team, bar none.
Could you
imagine? For what it's worth, again, the reason why I'm saying, I agree with it. I posted, article about Eric Slater about Danny Wolf being a steal and all of that, because I watched the game, not just because of the box score.
Right.
Like,
I watched the
passes
game.
that he's making are incredibly tough.
Yeah, they tough passes.
And because he's doing that, it's a different way to score the ball. And in my opinion, like I said, I didn't know it was going to be Danny Wolf. It's just inside the 3-point line. All of these cuts to the basket. To me, this is beautiful basketball. I don't know what you guys like. Like, yeah, of course, I like the Cam Thomas, Cross 2020, happy birthday, Cam Thomas. But those passes like that I'm not saying it's kid-esque. I'm not saying he's Jason Kidd or no shit like that.
Nah, I ain't gonna say that. We ain't going there. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I mean, but the best thing about those passes is that he's creating those passes off a dribble drive, action. Like from the 3-point line all the way, like pick and rolls, dribble handle. He's creating a lot of those off his own self-creation off dribble drives, bro. Like if somebody his height come out to guard him, they are basically fish, bro. If they don't got no help, bro, like behind, like on the weak side, bro. Like, but and they can't because now you got to respect the shot. And he been working on that shot, and I think his shooting form is pretty good, bro. Like for his height,
it's
bro.
okay.
Like,
it's okay.
Yeah.
Nah, it's okay, Scotty, bro. Come on, stop that.
I mean, I'm not saying
Scott, stop.
I'm just saying it's not. I mean,
I just need to shoot 30, at least 30% from him.
If it depends on what volume, bro. Like, I mean, if it's at a high volume. I think that in terms of dribble drive on a 7-footer, bro, like and 7-footer against 7-footer, bro, like he's gonna have his way more times than not. Because how many?
But he's not a center. He's not a center. He doesn't. He ain't banging. I ain't seen him bang.
I don't know if you want him at the 4 either.
That you don't want him at the 4 either, bro, because he's gonna get barbecued, bro.
Right, you
really want him out there with some big? If you really want him out here with some big sloppy slouch at the center, bro. Like
I mean, I understand where you're coming from.
Can you imagine him on Paulo?
No, I imagine. Cool. I imagine
him on Paulo. Oh, that's cheap, bro. Like,
that's not fair. But what I'm saying,
Giannis,
bro, come on.
What I'm saying is in the center.
I'd rather him on Miles Turner than Giannis. I'm just saying.
Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just watching Cam Thomas.
I'd rather him on Miles Turner than Giannis. I think Miles Turner, you have a better shot. It's just him at the 4. I mean,
but Giannis is a ball handler though, bro. Like he's gonna get downhill and get his and create his own shit anyway, and relentlessly. But I think, but here's the thing. I think, bro, like as a top of the key type of player,
I see that in the offense. I do. I think Danny Wolf. He got to get a rebound.
Danny
He's
Wolf
got to
is
get a
not.
rebound.
No, here's the thing. As a rookie, Danny Wolf is
I
not.
mean, you
the
can
not
team rebound, yeah.
Danny Wolf is not the. He's not the shoulder lean in the paint
Nah, he
type of
not.
player that you want him to be right now. I think that's gonna come with time.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So,
All right.
but his skill set already, bro. Like as a
No,
dribble
his
drive,
offensive skill set is
yeah, his offensive skill
great
set already,
potential.
bro, adds
It's great
value
potential.
to a team, bro. Like it does.
Yeah, I ain't saying they don't. I'm just saying that he's, as of right now,
I think Drake Powell has the ability to be probably the most complete, but I think he's going to be set in a role of 3-and-D, but he could still show what he could show other stuff in the mix
let me
too.
ask y'all something.
He's an underrated passer.
Would you do this rotation? Danny
What?
Wolf, Noah Clowney, Claxton,
No.
on the front court
No.
with
Wait,
Igor
Wolf,
and
Clowney,
Cam
and Claxton?
Thomas. Igor, Clowney,
Wolf,
and
Clowney, and Clutch. God damn, bro. What the hell?
You got shooters.
three
Wait,
of them?
listen to this. Claxton is a great around the rim guy.
No,
you
he's
have
not.
to pay attention.
No, he's not.
Yes, you do.
Who you got at the three?
Yes, you
Because,
do.
because
And now you got-
no,
you got
you
two-
don't.
you
The
got
reason
two
being
passers.
is because
Hold on,
reason
that's
being is because when somebody's in front, when somebody's in front of Claxton, bro, it's a wrap.
But wait, who you got at the three in that lineup?
Claxton. I mean Clowney.
Hold on, for the sake of debate, let Scott please.
Yeah, what I'm saying is you got three. You got three. Cam Thomas, Igor, and Danny Wolf are excellent passers. So when if they get anywhere in the paint, Claxton is a threat. You have to keep a body on him. You can't leave him in front of the rim. You know that. Now you can kick it out to Clowney if they clog it up. Clowney is on the out. Clowney has shown that he's an excellent shooter outside on the three.
Yeah.
Put him more weight before Claxton.
Right now, he's showing that, and on the
I just don't like that lineup in the half
on the
court set.
defensive end, he can help Danny Wolf because he's a great backside defender. We've seen it last year when he smacked quite a few people's shot.
But you're gonna have Yago on the island, bro.
I'm just saying as a rotation, not a starting five. Not a starting five.
But I understand what you're saying, but the thing is like I feel like you could find more athletic fours coming into the league, especially after this next draft.
Yeah, but Danny Wolf, then that's different next draft.
Yeah,
I'm talking about we only deal with.
And this is what's gonna put. Yeah, I understand that, but this is what's gonna put Danny Wolf at the 5. What's gonna put Danny Wolf at the 5, bro, is the fact that like it's not about small ball lineups; it's about versatile lineups, bro. Like the thing is, bro, when they talk about versatility, that's basically code for athleticism. That's basically what it is. But basically at the 4, if you ain't doing what Giannis, AD, Paolo, Pascal Siakam,
Anthony
if you ain't doing what they doing, bro, they not putting you there. You're not.
Well, we ain't got them.
He got a better chance of guarding 5 than
we ain't got them. We ain't got them, and I haven't seen anybody. Boozer coming out of the draft.
PT had me.
I mean, with the exception of Wemby, most people at the 5 right now is at his height. 7'7" footer.
Is that Danny Wolf's height? I ain't gonna lie, PT had me rolling the other night. He said, what defensive game plan is you putting together when Wemby come through?" I'm like, nigga, Wemby might not even play, man, with his broken down ass.
Yo, you know what's wild though? I was thinking the same thing for Zach Edey when he tried to guard Cam Thomas.
Man.
Like, no, seriously, I was thinking,
what's going on tonight, bro? All right, bro. This shit is crazy.
Yo, I ain't gonna hold you. Leave you with Wemby. You might have to put Claxton and see what happens.
You know what's crazy, bro? Like I could put a link in the chat, bro. About this, the whole montage of this nigga guarding the perimeter, bro. Niggas won't believe it.
No, I'm just talking about when y'all was saying all of the stuff that y'all was saying. I was just listening, and like I told you, I was watching Cam Thomas highlights. But as y'all was saying this, laughing, hee ha, laughing it up Hardy. Like,
Oh, he brought this play up.
and then I seen this at the same time. You lucky I don't know where the slow motion button. Hold on, wait a second.
Nigga said the slow motion.
He did get the finish over Zach Edey. I'll give him props for that.
He got the finish. Wait, hold up.
He did finish over Zach Edey. I ain't gonna hold you.
And one with the spin
that's
off
a tough
the
leg.
backboard.
That was a good bucket.
That was nothing but net too, boy.
That was a tough play. I ain't gonna hold you.
That is a good. That is a great bucket. That is a great bucket. Well, we just acknowledging the fact that Zach Edey had to help off of his man.
Go for a ride.
That's what we're leaving out. That's what we conveniently leaving out. But
Zach Edey wanted no smoke with Cam Thomas.
If you look at the
conveniently
preseason game,
we conveniently leave out the fact that Zach Edey had to help off of Dayron just to get that foul.
You're gonna be sorry if they let Cam go. I'm telling you. Sorry.
I don't think he getting traded, man.
Bro, he not getting traded. He not getting traded, bro. He just gonna walk.
Yeah, they're gonna be sorry.
Yeah, I don't think
Cam is gonna get traded.
I don't think he getting. I don't think
he's getting traded, bro. He just
gotta
gonna
get
walk.
traded.
Sorry, man.
He's gonna get traded to his preferred destination, or they're gonna pay him. But they can't lose.
But he got a no trade clause, though. I don't think he's gonna waive that.
No trade clause.
No, that's why I said to his preferred destination. You didn't hear me?
What if they don't want to send him there?
No, but they have to, because this is what I was talking about 2 weeks ago when I was saying they should have offered him they should have offered him a player option, not a team option, because he wanted the control in his hands. He wanted the no trade clause because he wants to be able to control where he goes and not them just send them to wherever.
It wasn't the money. It was
my thing is, bro, they didn't even send Kyrie where they wanted to go. You think they're gonna do that to Ken?
Kyrie didn't have a no trade clause.
Right, come on, y'all. I want y'all to understand something. After you come to Brooklyn, they fall in love with Brooklyn. They don't want to just go anywhere else. For what it's worth, Mikal Bridges went to where he really loved. Bruce Brown went to a championship team. Bro, these players, they leave here and go exactly where they want to go. The options that Cam Thomas had, to add to Jay's point, he didn't want to go there. He like, nah, I'm good. He'd rather take the qualifying offer, and again, the more emphasis is staying in Brooklyn. He fell in love with Brooklyn. He might not know what's going on with the franchise and all of that and this and that. Remember, he from like the East Coast, so he never really like lived in Brooklyn. But now, being here for 4 years, bro, he fell in love with Brooklyn, bro. He wanted to work out. And I'm just saying, and not to be long-winded, and just to add to Jay's point, bro, players are becoming business savvy. It's not all about what the team wants, it's about what the players want to. And that's why I did the live the other day about
born in China.
He started.
I don't think he getting traded though. Like we seen players have problems with the front office over the in the NBA. Like wasn't at some point Jordan had issues with Chicago front office?
They find a team that they could.
I'm not saying Cam Thomas is Jordan. I'm just saying.
How many qualifying offer niggas get traded anyway, bro? Like I don't even think that's a thing.
Like I said, I feel like he took the qualifying offer, so it'll be easier for him to get traded to the team he wants, because all they got to do is take on a measly $77 million. They don't got to bring
but
they got to pay him the year after if he go ham though, bro. Like so,
right. And not only that, if he don't get traded, you can offer him a bigger contract next year once the season is up. Especially if he has a good ass year this year. We got the money now. We got even more money in the off season. Let's get you a bigger bag. It could be that, and he might be on the team next year.
I don't.
So personally,
like I said, you could be right, LM. You could be 100% right.
I hope
but
so.
From the way things are playing out, because that's what I would like to happen. But from the way things are playing out, none of this says that we're on good terms.
That's true. That's true. I can't even argue with it.
But you're 100% right. I hope that happens. Like that's the best case scenario. That's the best case scenario. But they can't lose him for nothing though. Losing him for nothing is the worst case scenario. Right. So they gotta at least get something.
Listen, you gotta realize a lot of that is contingent on them doing or being very, very successful in the draft. Because how could you not compare your draft pick, number 27 pick in Cam Thomas, to the other draft picks that you got when you got a Drake Powell at 22? Ben Saraf at 27. You know what I'm saying? You get in these late round picks.
Danny Wolf is 27.
Yeah, to my fault, Danny Wolf at 27. But case in point is Sean Marks is known for getting these late first round picks. He got one lottery pick out of He got 27 picks savant. Right, he got
that's what it's looking like. I ain't
gonna lie to you. One lottery pick. We always talk about the first round picks. But remember, it's only one lottery pick, and Sean Marks in 10 seasons only got one lottery pick.
I'm not looking at the number 8 pick as a lottery pick no more because that pick.
See, Leaf.
I'm not,
bro. How can you do that, bro? No, but bro, look in the grand scheme of things, like it really is a lottery pick in real life. So even if you don't want to look at it as a lottery pick,
he better perform.
It is, bro. Why do you?
He gotta perform.
I'm gonna tell you the reason why I don't, bro. The reason why the number 8 pick is historically mid.
But you can't. That's not. That ain't got nothing to do with it.
That's not the point, though. It's still a lottery pick.
Yeah, but to me that shit is like. Listen, that shit is bad luck to me, bro. Like, you give me the number 8 pick. That means you don't care about.
If you give OKC's GM that pick, he will picking a star. That has nothing.
No, he ain't.
Sam Presti got Giddy at 6, so I mean,
come on, man.
Stay with your will.
That's a lottery pick.
He ain't get Giddy at 8.
He better show.
I'm just saying. I'm just in terms of the draft, bro. In terms of the number, the number's bad.
Hold on, y'all missing my point. The reason why I said all that was to get to say this. They banked on this. Whoever we draft. It's like we lost all those games before we knew what draft pick we was going to get. We lost all those games with hopes of a top 3 pick in Ace Bailey or Derek Harper. Let's call it what it is.
Yeah.
For a large part of the season, we was focused on the Rutgers games and so on and so forth.
I've been watching Rutgers games.
Went out and did what he did. We did not get Ace Bailey. Now, us being Nets fans, the best fans, we regrouped and recovered and rebounded and you know what I'm saying? Got a grip on the hold on.
We did not rebound for this.
You know,
we did not rebound. That nigga Ace is killing on Utah.
Next fan, shout to
bro. What you mean? Y'all on Danny Wolf's wolf sack? So it don't even matter. Like it don't matter what.
Here we go. Here we go.
Hold up. Pause, bro. Like first off. Pause. First off. Ain't no need for that number one. First, second, bro. Like second. Everybody up in here would rather have Ace.
Time out, Leaf. You can't tell me that Wolfsack is bad and niggas be saying glazing. Glazing is way worse than Wolfsack.
That's a wild. First off, that's a wild.
Like, do y'all know what the word glazing means?
Yes.
Bro, I don't even use the words, bro, because they out of bounds. Disrespectful, bro. Like I don't use the words.
It means worse.
I don't even like using those words. I know what it means. I just don't like using it, bro. I consider everybody up in here fan, bro. Like, and I don't like using them words, bro. Like I just refrain from.
Did y'all? I think in the midst of all of this, y'all missed my point. My point is that whoever we were supposed to draft going through all those games was supposed to be our franchise player. None of these players are franchise player. And I think that's why Joe Tsai.
I'm gonna leave.
Hold on. As far as what the plan was supposed to be. I think Joe Tsai said what he said because of that. He felt like, all right, well, we didn't get our quote-unquote franchise player this season, but we're going to try and get him again next season. And I think that's where it ends. Whoever we draft, after that, we compete. Now, I'm saying all that to say, these players got to prove that they where Cam Thomas at. And I know I'm not trying
to they can't compete against
bro.
I see how y'all mad at what you just saying. Bro, if y'all saying Cam Thomas is not good enough, why the player that we draft can't gotta be better than him?
That is true. That is
true. Trying to find the future of this team. Trying to find the future of this team.
That is true.
Hold on. Hold on. Let me bring clarity.
Ain't nobody saying nothing to that point, bro.
Hold on, Leaf. The main fact is, regardless of how people feel about Cam Thomas or not, the front office feels like he is not the franchise player. Now, to Breezy's point, if Joe Tsai is talking we doing this draft, they think the next draft, which people have been saying is better than this draft, they gonna find him in there. No, this is
they say that all the time. They said last time they said all the same thing. They said
This
it
ain't all
last
the
year.
I mean,
time.
but
They
I mean,
said
but
this draft
They
was
said
going
it
to be
last
better
year.
than the Wemby draft.
They said
Nah,
the
but
Wimby
But
draft.
but the main point is they don't think Cam Thomas is a franchise player.
Yeah,
So
I
either they
understand
think
that part.
AJ, Cam Boozer, or Darren Peterson or whoever, they're probably looking like, yo, we gotta get one of those dudes and see if you know what I'm saying, fair him
But
up.
that's
let me
fool's
ask y'all.
though.
God.
That's fool's
Hold
though.
on.
Let me ask y'all
Notorious go.
something
Let
real quick.
Notorious
Let
go.
me ask
What
y'all
up,
something real
Notorious?
quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. No, is it anybody surprised, like before this season started, that the Nets were possibly going to be in next year's lottery?
No.
No.
And
So
here,
why?
and here's why.
So why should
Go ahead,
the
Joey.
owner of the team be any different?
Exactly.
Nah,
Pretty much.
My point.
nah,
My point is. My
Go
point
ahead.
is.
What's your point?
Hold on, real quick. My
it's a
point
lot
is.
of fumbling going on.
My point
Yo,
is.
facts, Leaf.
Everybody knows where this team stands. Everybody knows this team is rebuilding.
Right.
Everybody knows we have a young, inexperienced team.
Yep.
We have a young head coach. So
That is
when you
true.
mix all of that into the pot and use some common sense, it's obvious the Nets are probably not going to be too good this year, and they're probably going to be in the lottery.
That's true. That's
Joe
true.
Tsai is
Yeah,
not
that's
stupid.
true.
He understands that. So you don't think that he kind of got a pretty good idea that he wants a good pick because we're probably going to be in the lottery? He's not going to come out and say that. Now,
No.
obviously,
And it's our
they're gonna
only
wanna
pick
try
at
to
that.
win every game, right?
Notorious.
And it's our only pick at that.
But hold on.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
The with that being said, Joey, they wanted a good pick this year, and they didn't get one. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
No, they didn't get one.
No. I'm gonna get to what you're getting to, right? The reason why I think the strategy is that, though, even though, like you said, with young and experienced team, right, and the team is being built a certain way, right, and you see all the passes, and you see Cam fits into the team well, you see MPJ fit into the team well, but like you said, you don't have that, you don't have the other guy, you don't have the guy that they want, right? You got pieces now, you don't know if any of those guys will be the guys, but while you have the young pieces, you want to grab that, if you can, grab one of those top 3 pieces and put it with the young 5 pieces that you have and have them grow, because the rebuild is basically over. This is what I'm saying. Rebuild's over. You already drafted 5. You got Cam. You got Davon. All those dudes still. Everybody on the roster is young for the most part, right? So you only got one pick next year to get lucky. You know what I'm saying? If you get lucky, you get lucky. But the core of the team, right, is so young that you can potentially do that to strategize. Not saying strategize. Most likely you're gonna play and lose anyways.
But I'm just saying I don't
Need a
think
homegrown star,
Joe
though,
Tsai
Ice.
and them is like, yo, we gonna try to go out there and lose and we gonna
Right.
tank. I just think that based off of our situation,
We got a young
in the
team.
fucking lottery.
Yeah. We 9 out of 10. We're gonna be there. Yeah, you're right, Joe.
Yeah,
Whether it's an 8-7 pick or not, bro, it's gonna be
I still listen. With all that being said, bro,
Let me say this, Leaf, because I want to go to Easy because he just joined the panel. So shout out to Leaf. Subscribe to Leaf 2788. What I was saying was, and Ice was saying this on TikTok already. Utah fans is putting Ace Bailey next to AJ DeBonstra for next year's draft. We're not the only ones.
Yeah, I see that.
Is asking for AJ DeBonstra to be on the Brooklyn Nets, be on the Utah Jazz.
It's a terrible cycle.
But Breezy, that's because Utah is going to be bad in the lottery too.
Yeah, exactly.
But still,
they're gonna be naturally bad because they in the West, bro. Like,
but no. But what I'm saying is the pairing up thing. My narrative that I'm pushing is that Cam Thomas plays next to every teammate in a good way. Whoever we draft next season, Cam Thomas should be his teammate. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying either or. I'm saying make Cam Thomas his team. That's how
you came in at the wrong
I'm
time.
just saying most of y'all in here didn't have the Nets winning over 25 games.
Well, I did. I said 30.
I said 20. I said 24, so we don't lose 60.
30. I
said 24, so we don't lose 60.
We can win a lot of
games.
games.
That's what I said.
This team is better than what we think they are.
Nah, Scott. I mean, you just
See,
take away 2
I'm
pieces
just
from his
saying.
team.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
I mean,
I know.
man, listen.
I'm just
If
saying.
we was
what
a
Joey
nail
said,
biters
nobody
with the
said.
Suns,
I
bro,
said it.
who is also
I
rebuilding,
said
bro,
it.
then we
You
got a
gotta
problem.
understand, even though we won
Even though
more
I could
games,
be wrong.
this is how I see it, right? Even though we won more games last year because we had Dennis, we had the
We had a true
vets,
point guard.
and I get it. We have vets this year too, but we're
We
still
do.
a way more young,
Yes, we are younger than last time.
inexperienced team
Yes.
this year.
Yes.
We're the youngest team in the NBA. I feel.
Yes.
We're
Do
the
you
I
know
youngest
guess
that
you're
team.
10
right.
of the
Wait,
Yes,
you know
you're
that 10
right.
of the 15
Yeah.
players are drafted by Mark, so it's mostly a young squad.
Yeah. It's
Yeah, I don't
young-
think
it's
we're gonna
younger
be
than
better
that.
next year.
You don't.
What was
I'm
Jay
just
trying to
saying, you
say?
don't think Josiah and them like, damn, like we ain't winning shit. We got a young, inexperienced team. We're going to be in the lottery.
We
Well,
need a top franchise guy. I mean,
You know-
hold on. What was Jay trying to say? Jay, what was you trying to say?
I'm just asking if y'all don't see Jordy doing better this year than last year.
Yeah, I do.
Like you
Jay,
saw what
hold
he
on, let me
did.
answer that question. Hold on, Jordy. Yes, I think Jordy does better because far as what he did in the G League, I think it built a lot of his confidence as a head coach. I think he felt like, yo, you know, these G League players, like, you know what I'm saying, Tyrese Martin and Keon Johnson and Drew Timmy, all of these players got put in position where they got contracts. And I think that's how head coach, I think that's how head coaches look at success. They look at it like, yo, how many of these players we got, were they ready when they got to the NBA and then did what they were supposed to, you know what I mean, pretty much stay in the NBA based on how we were coaching them to develop. And I think that with the talent that he got in this draft, he's confident going into his second year. Like, I did a lot with a little. And I think with
Jody can do good, he can do great, but these players still got to go out there and play the basketball game, bro.
Right.
Starting the season is different when you don't have Dennis Schroeder and Cam Johnson in the lineup.
More than
But
likely,
this year he got Highsmith and Mann and different other players that people thought was bad, but really might be all right, just like Schroeder.
I don't know.
But I think Mann and Highsmith is way different than Schroeder and Cam Johnson.
Yeah,
like,
because you can put the ball in Schroeder's hand, which I always said that people say he was washed. And
mind you, before Cam Thomas got injured, Cam and Schroeder was the top scoring backcourt duo in the league.
And I said that at the beginning of last year.
The point guard is doing that this year.
But not only that, we starting a rookie point guard.
Put Cam
right. This year we have a rookie point guard, and it's going to be different.
No, Jay, what I'm saying is Cam was balling, but Schroeder was balling too. Cam gonna get his, but who's gonna do what Schroeder was doing in the beginning of the season at the point guard on this team?
That's the question, LM. That's the good question right there.
It might not.
And the answer is no one.
I don't think that's the answer.
I just don't really see us.
It's gonna figure itself out the same way it did last year.
Somebody's
December 15, folks. We'll figure it out.
But you don't.
Well, that's
pick
what
eight
see
and then
the
don't
difference.
do shit.
See the difference between that. Go ahead, Scott.
No, I'm just saying you don't get picked 8th in the draft and don't show nothing. That's what I'm saying. Like if you ain't putting up a number or something, 20 points, 10 points, 15 points every night or something. If you're not doing that, you're not showing that you deserve to be picked 8th.
But isn't Diego injured though?
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, at the moment.
It's going to be a learning curve for Diego. Diego's going to be a rookie point guard starting in the NBA.
I don't think the team. I see last year's team with Dennis is different, right? The strategy of that team was the same, but the players was different. Dennis was slow. He wasn't fast. He never pushed the pace at all. You know what I'm saying? He took his time, brought the ball up. Like Traore and Diego. Diego's not that fast. Traore is lightning fast. The team is going to move different. The team already passes different. You know what I'm saying? They already I looked at the numbers. They did pretty good as far as assists and passing just in these few games. Is pretty high. You know what I'm saying? It's not middle of the pack. It's probably like top 10, top 12 in passing in the first couple of games of preseason. So that tells you the ball is moving a lot more than what you actually think it is. And as far as scoring, right? As far as scoring, right, it's going to be different because, like I said, Cam is now passing the ball. And he has games when he doesn't, and he just scores. And PJ has games where he passes the ball, and then he's gonna have games when he doesn't. Those two are gonna be the main scorers, but everybody else is gonna score however they score. So the scoring as far as Dennis you ain't gotta worry about Dennis scoring. You gotta because it's more of a team. It's gonna be more the team
right.
scoring.
But Ice. Listen. Let me ask you this, right? So okay, cool. Last year our scores were Dennis, Cam J, and Cam Thomas, to say the least, right?
Mm-hmm.
This year, you could say MPJ is going to pick up that scoring slack from Cam Johnson. We still got Cam Thomas. Who the hell is going to be scoring? Who the hell is
Terrence
Mann?
I don't know
He's
about
going to be
Terrence.
scoring like Schroeder.
Tradable.
He gonna score.
Nah,
I thought in them first couple games, in that first game, he went out there on a tear.
Bro, Schroeder was averaging 28, 29.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah,
he gonna score. He gonna score like Schroeder scored for us
MPJ
last
gonna
year.
average like 20 something, and Terrence.
We don't even know if MPJ's going to get through the season. The guy's considered semi-retired.
We don't even know
if he averages 18 points.
We don't even know if Mann gonna put up
Like,
11.
literally, this is a young roster, guys. If you take Cam and Claxton out the equation by trade deadline, this team will not win 20 games.
We don't even know if Mann putting up 11. Y'all talking about he gonna put up 29 like Schroeder?
Can I land my plane?
I don't think so.
Hold on. Can y'all let Joey?
He's gonna get a lot more opportunity on this team.
Hold on. I want Joey to land the plane so we can.
I'm gonna land my. It's gonna be real quick, guys.
Go ahead,
So
go ahead.
my point is, like, low key last year we had a three-way little scoring punch with Dennis, Cam Thomas, and Cam Johnson.
And that shit was
This year we really only got MPJ, Cam Thomas, and a possible.
Yeah. We really got two
Unless Diego all of a sudden turn into Jesus, I don't think we gonna get like
who on the roster is going to be putting up 20 plus consistently.
Nah, see, that's
Fanbo.
Nah. See, that's where I think the team points is gonna break down, right? Because if you look at how it's been going, you get 9 from Saraf, right? You get 5 to 7 to whatever 11 from Danny, right? If Danny's playing, Claxton has games where he's going to score so many points at times. So what I'm saying, Dennis's points is going to break down into team points. It's not going to be just another person scoring. It's going to be points all over the place. Like Trayor might get you 5. You know what I'm saying? Tyrese Martin might get you 7 to 9.
Might get you 12.
What happened to Leaf with the winning by committee? You never know who's gonna give you 20.
That's all cool and all, but we gotta understand role players are inconsistent. They are role players for a reason.
Right. Not only that, Schroeder was the main person besides Cam Thomas. You got to remember, Schroeder was also closing out games.
Yeah, you're right, Alan.
He was doing that in the beginning of the season.
This is a low-hanging fruit, but at one point, Cam Thomas and Schroeder was the highest scoring backcourt in the NBA.
Now, this is where I think that overseas basketball is different than United States ball or the NBA. Here in the NBA, players get rhythm. They get the ball, you get the rock. We know you're going to get it. That shooting gets you higher level of scoring. And what he want to do is do international ball where everybody touch the ball, which is kind of difficult in the NBA because the defense in the NBA is everywhere. It's not just one plays. It's not just like one defender is the lockdown. Or in the case you might have a specialist to get the ball out of that person's hand, you depending on everybody else to score is a lower percentage than you would if you had 3 scorers that were consistently scoring. Those numbers are consistent.
Exactly, Scott.
Those numbers are consistent. You know you're getting 80 points out of 3 players. You know this.
Because those scorers can get their own bucket. Most of these
they
guys
can put
that you said, oh, well, he gonna score and he gonna help out. They need somebody to set them up to score.
Right.
They can't go out there and create their own.
Like Cam can go into the paint and get his. He can get his. He don't need he get that one high pick and that's it. He's off to the races.
That's not what they want him to do anyway.
Right.
They don't want that.
But he's that type of player. Not everybody can do that. Not everybody can do that. That's why I don't understand
the game.
Why
but the game plan is not going to be made around people like that, though. Anyway, Like they're not just giving you time to go out there and get a bucket. They want to run mad plays. They want to run fast. They want to have 2-second offense. They don't want to give the ball to one person and let them work and let them go get a bucket.
Yeah, right. That's
regardless of it being divided.
See, here's the thing. I don't think they like, yo, Cam Thomas, we don't want you to score the ball and we don't want you to get a lot of points. They don't want him to dribble. Score within the flow of the offense.
Right.
Don't be taking the ball, dribbling it for fucking the air out of the motherfucker, trying to get a bucket.
Other words, don't do ISO, right?
Now, if Cam Thomas is getting 30, 40 points within the flow of the offense,
you know when he's hot,
the game, I don't think Jordy has a problem with that.
No, he got to let him flow. He has to let him flow.
It's never going to be a time where it's like, hey, just go get us a bucket. Like the whole team.
I mean, it was the only team. The only time it would be like that.
Late in the shot clock.
The only time it would be like that is not even that. But if Cam is hot, you got a point guard in Yago that's gonna get him the ball. That's gonna go. He's hot. Let him cook.
But just to add to LM's point is the PNR. If they could get Cam Thomas to run the PNR way, you watch the last in those Suns games. He get the ball above the 3-point line. He take like 1 or 2 dribbles and he under the 3-point line trying to get paint touches. That's another thing that I wanted to talk to y'all about, because I seen they was talking about how the teams score more when players get paint touches. The more paint touches, the better. So
gotta get to the paint like an artist.
Yeah, man. Not just Cam Thomas. You know what I'm saying? But he's one of the players that get paint touches.
Absolutely.
That's a skill you don't teach.
I mean, you get in the paint, you breaking the defense down.
Right.
Wolf do that.
Who?
Wolf can do it individually.
Oh yeah.
The only problem with that is, to Ice's point, yes, it's going to be divided into team points, but you talking about majority of the reason why we was even in games was because Schroeder and Cam Thomas gave us consistent scoring.
Exactly.
There's nobody on the team besides Cam Thomas and probably MPJ that is going to give us that. At least 19. If Cam's averaging 26, 27, cool.
Can I ask a question?
MPJ averaging what, 20, 21. Cam's averaging 27.
Before the season started last year, how many people said, yo, Schroeder is going to go out there and bust ass? He going to go out there and give us the same shit Cam Thomas be giving us. Who said that?
He probably should have been traded before we played a game.
I don't think nowhere again this year.
I don't think nobody projected Schroeder to have the start that he has, but at the same time, Schroeder is 31 in the vet. He knows
he had the skills though.
He has the skill set.
Everybody, 90% of this panel was predicting us to be the worst team in the league before the season started. Nobody had nothing good to say.
Well, the league.
Wait, that was the plan.
I
said Breeze, Scott, and me.
Oh
yeah, okay.
I mean, hey, I could be wrong, bro. I'm just predicting based off of what I see on the team. Like I said, I
feel like y'all just gonna be surprised again. That's all I'm saying.
We gonna see.
Yeah, we want mediocre.
But y'all gonna.
I want to see who putting up 28.
What I'm saying is,
you want dead.
What I don't want the fans as fans of this
we need a franchise player, Jay, to be a serious team.
As a fan of this team, as a fan of this team. And I know y'all fans too, because y'all come here often. Y'all will want us to win games. I don't know what you want. Because the league don't care. They don't care about the Nets winning anything. Their money. This
winning starts next summer after the draft. We start winning. Winning starts next summer.
This international team is like the Knicks.
I'll be there. I'm gonna be there.
The Knicks had a terrible team for 10 years, and they sold every ticket. They sold every ticket to the NBA. They don't care if you winning a title.
In New York,
they don't care. They don't care about that.
They have a loyal fan. I like it, but they have a loyal fan base.
We do too.
We have an
international team. You go overseas, you see Brooklyn jerseys. Literally.
Right. Scott, the Knicks has been in New York since 1960.
Yeah, I'm talking about overseas. Overseas. If you look at the money revenue, the Nets are doing well for the league. The Nets are doing
That
well.
They might have
They don't
different
care if we
plans.
lose.
It don't matter about where the
They don't.
market is at. They
Yes, it
have different
does.
plans.
It
No,
does.
no,
It
do
does.
not.
I mean, it doesn't matter to the players.
The
Yes,
Lakers
we
tank
as
for
our
Lonzo.
fans, all the fans.
The
We
Lakers
don't
tank for
look at it.
Lonzo. The Lakers tank for Brandon Ingram. They
Yeah,
not tanking
I
years.
think most
I
of-
mean,
most
that's
of
for
our
the
fans,
team,
like,
but I'm
I
talking
think
about as
Brooklyn
far as the
Nets fans
league
are
is
pretty
concerned. They couldn't
smart.
care less if you get the number 1 pick or not.
Nah, I don't agree with that.
Yeah,
In terms of the number one, I think number one, they definitely have a team
Oh,
in
they
place
fucking
that I
care.
feel in terms of
I
they care.
bet you.
And
If we end up in the
this draft was the main showing of they
I
care.
bet you if we end up in a lottery and that ping pong ball, they say number 1, the Brooklyn Nets, Sean Marks gonna have a big ass grin on his fucking face.
Oh
Yo,
no, he
yeah, he's gonna
cares.
say I got
Exactly.
lucky
Man, they was
again.
high-fiving and shit over
He-
number 8.
He ain't gonna
Nah,
be
they
putting
was
his-
high
he ain't
five because they got Yago. They wasn't
he
high
ain't gonna
five
be
because they
putting
got
his
number
head
8.
down on the table.
Well, that's their man. Diego. They wanted.
Yeah,
Diego.
that's why they was high five, and it wasn't because they got the number 8 pick. You saw their faces at the table.
And you got one of the largest Russian populations in Brooklyn in the United States. It works.
Half of the niggas didn't even know who Yago was, except the people who really.
Bro,
How much you want to make
No,
a bet
wasn't.
they're
No,
going to
he did
start
not.
learning?
the energy
yo,
at
wait,
that
Scott,
How much you
draft
want to make a
was
bet they're going to
crazy.
start learning?
Wait, Scott, somebody literally at the draft said, "Who that?" Like literally, somebody
Yeah, but
said that.
John, they can market. You know how marketing works.
Well, I understand why we're doing it. We talked about the demographics, what that's all about. I think Yegor is going to be a good compliment, but you need a franchise guy. You can't just
We
have
not
guys
ready,
that tank
man.
to be franchise guys. That's
I
not
don't
how
care
you
if
play
he's ready.
basketball.
It's a
People
difference
don't
between
care.
guys.
Like I
It's
know,
a difference
some
between
people
marketing.
here
We
want
are
to tank
fans.
to
We are
superstars, but you need
We are
the
fans.
legit talent.
Y'all, it's a difference between marketing somebody like Yegor and marketing someone like Cooper Flag. It is a huge
They don't.
difference.
Yeah, but
Most
they don't
definitely,
know
most
Cooper
definitely.
It's a
Flag.
huge difference as opposed to a number one pick or even Dylan Harper. If you don't want to use number one, it's a huge difference. But Yegor, yes, you can market him. I'm not saying that you can't, but it cannot be at this point in time where he's at 8th pick. That's not how it works. If he works to the point where you're seeing progression from him and he's like, oh shit, he might can be the franchise player. That's when you pour into the marketing. Because now you got somebody that's putting in work and he's turning into something nobody expected. That's when you put in the marketing. That's when you be like, oh, we got our guy right here. Let's surround him with talent. Let's get some players going.
If we had Harper, I don't think we'd have 9 guards on this team if we drafted Harper.
If we had Harper, Yegor, no one would even be here.
Exactly.
Hold on, y'all. Let me go to Easy because Easy been on the panel for about 20 minutes.
What's the word, Easy?
You know what I'm saying? And I just wanted to at least say what's up, Easy. You ain't seen you on the panel.
Chop Cheese Ease, what's up?
You know what
Yo,
I mean?
Chop Cheese Ease is wild.
Chop Cheese Ease.
Yo, new nickname, bro.
Yeah, Easy. Let's go, Easy.
Yo, I'm hot. My mic good? I'm hot.
Yeah, you good, bro. You good.
Nah, you good.
What's the word, yo? What's going on?
No, we just
number one.
Talk about. There was an article about Danny Wolf. They call him Baby Jokic. He the steal of the draft. It's Cam Thomas' birthday, so you know I played some highlights. But that's it, man. Good.
Yo. Niggas didn't even say happy birthday, Cam. That's
word,
crazy.
like
what? Yo, I'm gonna leave that alone.
It's Cam Thomas appreciation day. You gonna do that?
Oh man, I already said happy
Yo,
birthday.
dogs,
It's Cam Thomas' birthday. It's really his birthday.
I did not come here to start no shit. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that all the way alone. First thing first, a nigga like me never eating the cheese. You feel me? I'll die before I touch a piece of cheese right there. So that's number one for me right there. That's number one. And number two. And
No
number
cheese
three,
ease.
and number 4. And number 5. I'm dying before I touch the cheese. Other than that though, I pulled up just to see how y'all doing, man. I've been tapping in, here and there and shit. I've been hearing, sometimes I've been hearing y'all chop it up and shit. And I just want to say, like, yo, some of y'all have been getting better in your basketball talk. Y'all seen the game a little bit more. Y'all seen some intricacies and nuances in the game. And, I want to just come in and show love to the niggas that's getting better. But at the same time, there's some
Thank
niggas
you,
that's
man. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that.
translation, y'all been getting your knowledge
there's some
up.
niggas that were horribly. There's some niggas that regressed horribly. They not even talking about the game how they used to talk it. Now they just
Put a
saying
name
shit
on it.
because the first thought that came to their mind. So I just want to show love and just be a
I
fan
was
of
hoping he was
that's
gonna
it.
put some names on it.
You
He
gonna put a
talking
name on it? Bro, like call him
anonymously.
out.
Hey,
Right.
hey, Ease, man, you got to put a name on that bullet, man.
Right.
I
He
Yeah,
gonna be
bro.
talking shit,
Call him
talking
out.
shit.
know shit, Joe.
Nothing wrong with
Hey,
constructive criticism. Ain't nothing wrong with constructive criticism.
Nah,
Exactly.
cause that's going
Depends on who can
that's
handle
going
it.
yo, Ella, you already know how it goes. That's gonna start shit. I say 2 words and all of a sudden niggas gonna cut me off. I let niggas go for a whole 25 minutes. I was like, damn,
nah,
I
that's
think everybody
facts.
can get
I
their
gotta
words
let
in.
Easy finish his soliloquy, man.
But I just want to show love. If anything, I'll show love to the people that I feel like are better. Matter of fact, to be real specific, I forgot which live y'all did, but it was a live when Jay was basically going 1v5 against all y'all talking about you don't need a vet on the team. Jay should have won that fucking debate hands down against all 5 of y'all niggas. I ain't gonna lie to you. All right. So I mean shit like that made me feel better. Like, all right,
Debatable. That's debatable.
before Jay wouldn't have that kind of opinion and have that those kind of points to put on the topic. But now I hear my nigga and I'm like, yeah, nigga. Yeah, nigga. And he's still in his nuts. 1v5,
Nah.
nigga. Yeah, nigga. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about right there. So
What
it's
was
shit
the
like that.
debate? We didn't need any vets on the team, or was it the debate was that we need to prioritize the rookies and not the vets?
The debate was, if I'm not mistaken, you should prioritize the rookies over the vets. But Jay's point
Yes.
was you need vets to show these young kids how to be professional, how to run the game. And I completely 1000% agree with him. How do you know how to attack a coverage if you don't know what the coverage is? You're not gonna
I'm
look at your
50-50
coach. All you
on
have
that.
to know how to
That's what
attack
you
a
got your
coverage.
coaches for, man.
That's what we got Tyrese Martin,
Wait,
Zaire Williams,
hold
and
on, hold
Dayron
on,
Coaches can't
for,
be on the
bro.
floor with you though.
hold on,
Coaches
real
not on the
quick.
floor with you.
Hold on, real quick. Let me just put this example out there. Chris Finch is a great defensive coach. Within the playoff series, you can hear Anthony Edwards multiple times saying he goes to Rudy Gobert and Dante DiVincenzo to how to scheme for a defense and how to attack it. I don't know how much else you want, my nigga. I could keep on going on and on, but
Ant
that's the
is a
best
great
advice I can
communicator,
give.
though. Easy. That's the difference. Ant is
So
gonna
what's the
call that out
difference?
because he's. I think it's because Ant just has the lead. I think a lot of what you're saying is correct. I ain't disagreeing. I agree 100%. But I think a lot of the times those are traits, and those traits are leadership traits. If you on the court, yo, Rudy not doing something, Ant's gonna call that out. Yo, why you not
No,
rotating?
no,
Yo,
no,
such and such.
Ellen, I'm
If
saying that
Finch ain't
opposite.
seeing it,
I mean,
then
I would hope he
But
would go to a
I'm saying
defensive
the
player of the
opposite though,
year
bro.
for some advice on the
Real
floor,
quick,
but
I'm saying the
that's
opposite.
that's true
You
too.
wait, real quick. You can even take Rudy name off of it because really Anthony be asking Dante for advice about defensive coverage because he be on the perimeter. If anything, Ant really asks Rudy for the help side when he's on the block or he's on the mid post or in within the 2 point range or in the wing
Right,
too, but or near the
right.
baseline. But my point is it's really the opposite. It's not Ant being vocal to Rudy. It's the vets being vocal to Ant and seeing him make a mistake and correcting it to show him how he could attack a coverage and think about the game a little bit more. So now you know how to attack a coverage from this guy standpoint. But now when you keep on playing that coverage and playing the game, now you develop a how do you want to attack the coverage in your way and your how. You don't get that jump if you don't get that vet to come in your ear and be like, yo, young blood,
can
stop forcing your way
I,
into 1v4. Kick the
But look
ball
at the
out to
hey
the
vet they
Ease,
wing.
got on
can I say
Minnesota
something
though,
real quick?
East. As compared to
So
our
can we
vet.
hold on
Real quick.
real quick? I just want to reply
Can
to
I get
that.
it off? Let me
Hold
just get
up.
it off. Let me get it off real quick.
Okay.
If you charge it in the paint and you trying to create an opening for your teammate, but you see 1v4, kick it out from the kick it out to the nigga at the nail or at the top of the key. If you feel like you're getting doubled before the double come, kick it out to your guy. Learn how to readjust and reset your offense. Things like that just don't come from your coaches telling you that. You need a vet and you need camaraderie and
Hell no.
chemistry on the court to do that. So you're not gonna know how to reposition and recatch the ball every time. The coach is not gonna tell you that. You need to get on the court, get with your vets, get with your teammates, and learn that shit. Like for example, back in the 2000, Shaq will get the ball in the post, the double damn near come. He kicked the ball right back out, make them go back. You learn that in time. More times than not, young players they'll get the ball. The minute they get the ball from the post, they try to go quick. They get hit with the double team right, a smack right in their face. Bro, you learn the game as you keep on playing, and I think vets are essential to that point. They'll teach you things before you even know about it. So I mean,
Look at our vets though, Ease.
I can agree. I can agree. We can agree to disagree with that. I think personally, you learn through on the job training. That's how you fucking learn. Being on the
I'm
floor.
not saying that's wrong either.
Being on the floor, going through the fucking fire, doing it yourself.
I think you're right.
That's how you learn.
I think both of y'all right.
Wait, can I
I
say
think
something?
both of y'all are right.
I think
I'm
he's
not
right.
finished.
Like for a real job, right? If a real job, like if you learning on the job training, it's better when you got a veteran there teaching you the shit than if you and two rookies is just out there on the job trying to figure it out by yourself. But go ahead.
But you can get a top pick at the end of the day.
But at the same time, I think
but my thing is, when you're, it all depends on where your team is at, right? Like, yeah, if you got, you got vets and y'all trying to win, and you got a mixture of rookies and vets, and y'all competing for something, yes. But when you're a developing team, right? You're a young team. You need to put these young boys through the fire. You learn through on-the-job training. You learn through your mistakes.
Yeah,
that's more important to me.
We got to agree to disagree, like you
said.
said.
We could agree to disagree.
I mean, I think it could be a mixture of both. I don't think it got to be either or.
But see, that's what I'm for. I'm for the mixture. You can't just throw 5 rookies out there and say, go ahead, fuck up. Like, you got to have people in there. Like, you going to have them on the floor. They're going to get their spots, but you got to have vets there with them, helping them do that.
So for example, quick example, right? So quick example, right?
Like I just said, like on a real job. Like on a real
coaches.
They
have coaches.
I know they do, but the coach is not on the floor. The coach is not in battle with you.
Real quick. One thing I want to address with y'all, because I'm trying to tap it in there. For some reason, y'all making strategies that's one way gung ho. In the NBA, there's multiple ways to skin a cat, but at the same time, you cannot just have one strategy and stick gun ho to that strategy. Like, you can't implement other things on the side or have a mixture of other things happen at the same time. Yeah, I completely understand, Joey. Throw the rookies into the fire, but at the same time, you can have an older guy that could be a great locker room presence and show these young guys how to be professional. Yeah, you can have a coaching staff that's mainly built for defense, but you could throw somebody in the coaching staff that could connect to the players on offense, so you could get them situated in the offensive sets and roles. I don't think it has to be one thing that like.
Level spelled backwards is level. It's all about balance, man.
I think y'all confusing it, but we saying we don't need no veterans. I'm not saying we don't need no veterans. What I'm saying is, yes, we do need veterans. That's common sense. But I still think we need to prioritize the rookies.
And I'm exactly the vets are instrumental in prioritizing.
We got Tyrese Martin. There's your vet. I mean, the other guys are expendable.
Hold on. Y'all really saying the same.
Majority of the playing time.
Right. Y'all really saying the same thing. In terms of vets, the only question, and this is why I posed the question, what vets? In terms of what you saying, East, about what Ant do in Minnesota, he got Conley. Conley been through the ringer. He's a top tier. You may not be the point guard of all point guards, but he has a high level IQ. He can talk to Ant about things like, yo, look at what you're doing. Look at what you're not doing. Who on our team, in terms of the point guards, in terms of Yegor, in terms of Nolan, in terms of Surratt, we don't got a Chris Paul or whoever on the team that can be like, yo, Yegor, look what you're doing wrong. Why you not?
No shit.
We don't got those guys. So it's kind of tough for them to. They don't have to learn by themselves, really.
Real quick.
Well, just keep Tyrese and Zaire. There's your vets.
Real quick, I hear your point, and it's a good point. If you don't have a point guard to show you point guard duties, it's going to be hard for a point guard to learn point guard duty from a person that's a center. But knowledge doesn't have to come from this one position, though. There's plenty of times there was vets on the team that played center but gave advice to a shooting guard. So I'm not exactly looking for like somebody on the team to show somebody how to be a point guard. I'm looking for a vet to show people the intricacies of the game. Yeah, when you get the ball and you dribble to the 3-point corner, 2 guys are gonna converge on you. You're gonna get trapped in there, and the out of bounds is gonna be the help defender, the third defender. You don't want to get caught right there. Throw the ball back out, don't dribble. But real quick, that's true. I'm looking for, like, if you want to look for point guard things, a center or like a guard could give you those advice tips. But I hear your point, but I think knowledge could come from anywhere. It doesn't have to be just one position.
I just wanted to say this real quick. I think we underestimating, right? Now I get it. The veterans, they help the young boys along, but I think we underestimating these niggas watch film, bro. Like they watch film, they practice, they get feedback. Like,
yo, you either have it or don't have it, man.
But
it's difficult. It's difficult.
Hold on,
without being on the floor.
Hold on. Terrell Davis in the comments, he said vets who have been accomplished but are at the end of their careers but can still play as a role player off the bench are good for rebuilding situations. Example, Vince Carter in Atlanta. How you feel about that?
I mean, besides MPJ, no guys are at the end of their careers right now on this team as a vet.
Yeah.
That's true too. That's true too. We don't got nobody. And to be fair, MPJ, Terrence Mann, and Claxton as your vets. I mean,
that's
That's
disgusting.
expendable pieces at the end. That's expendable pieces at the end. If you want to talk about vets,
you've seen a lot in 4 years. In 4 years, you've seen a lot.
I mean, really,
you have, but I mean,
because your NBA career is not 20 years like LeBron.
You could call
That's
them vets
not
for
normal.
our team, but are they really vets? You could call them vets for our team, though.
They're like middle tier vets. They're not vets. They're middle tier vets.
They paying union dues.
They not how.
I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, Terrence Mann is what, 28?
They got
like 29.
Guys said they got union dudes.
Yeah, like come on now. I don't think Terrence Mann is that close to a vet. Like,
is he 29?
They're not
He's the oldest guy.
Vince Carter and Haslam.
Oh, well,
he the oldest guy, but Terrence Mann got experience, but it's not like Terrence Mann is some CP3 type vet. He's still type
baby, yo. He's
I mean,
baby.
you could.
That's what I'm saying. He's still type young.
Yo, he's a baby. I'm like 40 or 40-year-old compared to 40, 50-year-old people and shit. He's like baby.
I just want to still clarify this, guys. I'm not saying that I don't want vets on this team. I'm not saying that I don't want vets to play. What I'm saying is,
I know your point.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, we know.
I think the young boys should get prioritized because
they should get run. That's what you're saying every day.
Joey, you should name the vets that you do want to keep, like Tyrese Martin, Zaire, Dayron. Those are vets that are not going to hurt your tank, but they'll help the young guys. Whereas the other vets making extra money, those are the ones that are the pieces you want to get off the team, Joey.
But look at who you named, John. Dayron as a vet, he's 22. Like, I get it. He's been on the team longer, so I get what you're saying. But like, 22 years old as a vet. Cam Thomas.
That's a situation we're in right now, LM. Unless you want guys like MPJ and Man to steal the minutes from the young guys, that's what they're doing.
You can't look at the age. You got to look at how much time they ran on that court. How much time did they run?
I get what you're saying, but at the same time, Dayron hasn't had a long career either.
Exactly.
He's only been in the league 4 years.
Same thing with Cam Thomas.
I'm not. Well, I mean, this got a lot to do.
They
with
want to
how
show
much time
IQ.
Of course, they've been through the ringer. They've seen. I'm not disputing that. They've seen stuff, so of course they can put information and knowledge on Yegor and Nolan that they have. But they haven't really been through anything.
I can't give Dayron.
Well, I mean, Dayron's been through a lot. If we want to talk about his career, this guy's been through injuries. He's had the highs and lows.
When Kyrie and them was there. I mean, they've seen.
I guess you could say he's a vet based off of the age group of our team, but Dayron ain't no vet to me.
And Tyrese Martin is a good vet because he's 26, but he's getting a lot of respect from his peers. That's the reason why he still has a spot on his team. He's gotten the most praise from these guys on the team, the young guys who say, "Look at Tyrese, ultra, professional. Like he could be the vet you're looking for."
Tyrese ain't really no vet. He's just a late bloomer.
Yeah, but he's a guy you could keep on a cheap contract to be a vet, Joey, as opposed to MPJ making $38 million to be a vet on your team.
I don't know what y'all define.
Yo, none of this shit is gonna matter when we draft AJ DeBonster or Darren Peterson.
Stop
putting Nate Amon or
none of this shit is gonna matter, my guys.
Or Tunde Yasafu. I would throw Tunde Yasafu up there too.
I'm just saying, it's like a 20-year-old teaching the. It's like, go ahead, Eve.
Can I ask this question? I've been trying to ask this question for 20. Yo, I'm telling y'all niggas, all right. Yo, so what is a vet in the NBA?
Yeah, what is a vet?
A vet to me is someone who, to put it simply in terms of players, a vet is CP3. A vet is
Well, CP3
just niggas LeBron. A vet is AD or somebody. I don't know.
To me,
you don't gotta be in the Hall of Fame to be a vet.
A vet to me.
I'm not saying to me it's not Hall of Fame. I'm just saying a vet.
Hall of Fame niggas.
How many years somebody has to
play?
play?
Let me explain. I'm talking about. Oh, go ahead.
You gotta at least be on your second contract. You gotta at least have at least 6+ years in the league. You ain't no fucking vet.
Well, these guys,
at least 8 years in the league.
It might even say 8.
If y'all don't want to say 8,
we got vets on our team. We got vets on our team.
My thing is, if you looking at it, if you looking at it, technically yes, but in terms of what they have accomplished, it's not really vets. They still young. Realistically,
that's my thing.
They're still young.
Niggas, hold on. Niggas is saying
Cam Thomas is a vet, but what is Cam Thomas really gonna?
Let me just say this real quick.
24 years old.
Niggas is saying hold on, real quick. Niggas is saying Cam Thomas and Day'Ron is still vets, but they still fighting the stamp they place in this league. How you call
exactly?
Well, Day'Ron signed a contract. Wait, Day'Ron actually signed a 2-year contract.
Yeah,
right, but they still trying to figure out. They still trying to figure out they growth themselves. They still trying to figure out who they are as players themselves. And we talking about these niggas as vets.
I think it's just
Cam Thomas still got a lot of growing to do. Same thing with Day'Ron.
But LM, we could sign vets next summer. We're gonna have cap space next summer. So you want to get those type of vets next summer makes sense. Right now, we're trying to get a franchise guy, and having the vets take away the young guys' minutes, it's not a recipe for success long term. We learned it last year when you play the vets over the young guys
until the draft night. That's how
like literally, we are literally going to repeat the same thing if these vets play more minutes than the young guys. We're literally going to repeat last year. If that's right.
I don't think it's going to matter. Me personally,
real quick.
Nigga said MPJ got a ring. How he not a
vet? Hold on, let easy go, yo.
Let me
MPJ wasn't a vet.
Real quick, let me just set it up real quick. It's only going to take 2 minutes. Real quick. The Clippers team right now, they're probably one of the oldest teams in the league right now. They got all people that have been in the league for.
That's a geriatric ward, bro.
Bradley Beal, whatever. It is what it is. Clippers. All right. If I take MPJ off this team right now and put him on the Clippers, would he be considered a vet or a young guy?
I think he'd be a mid-tier player. I don't think he's neither. I don't think he's a young player, and I don't think he's a vet. I think he's right in the middle.
MPJ? How many seasons he played?
He's a vet.
Compared to the players on the Clippers?
Yeah, but it's not about comparing the players to the Clippers. If you go there, they all
that's the problem.
They all vets over there. Mad vets over there.
How many years has he played in the league? MPJ? Anybody know?
6 or 7.
What, six probably?
7.
Yeah.
7.
I mean, his back injury made him age a lot more than what he is right now. If you want,
technically, he would be the youngest player on the team. But realistically, I mean, look at the players that they got. Most of them niggas has spent years in the league.
Fucking geriatric fucking hospital.
That's a vet. That's a
yo, Joe, we became the Brooklyn Ward, bro. Joey, we became the Brooklyn Ward, man.
Yo, we better be like 3-22 first 25 games. Yo.
His first season was 2019, so 6 years.
So
we better be,
John. Right there, though. So does the definition for veteran change because you change your team?
Wait, hold up, but wait. Can I ask this question? Because everybody says, didn't y'all say like the average career of an NBA player is only like 4 years?
Yeah, that's technically, yeah.
Yeah.
So then you got if you got to be double that to be a vet.
So easy. Let me ask you this: Is Wemby a vet to Dylan Harper?
Age is not a determination of that.
No.
Age has to be.
Not really, because somebody. Because look, how about this? Anthony Edwards, who came into the league at like 18, 19. He's gonna be a vet faster than somebody like that came in the league at 25. Like,
all right, so it won't be age, but my point is,
you know what I mean?
Even it hasn't necessarily grown into the type of player that
in the league.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
I'd rather give it that way. Like Joey said, second year when you get your second contract, you are a vet.
If it's not the age, it's not the age. But what I'm saying is for the players on our teams that are all right, if they vest, they vest. But what I'm saying is these niggas are still trying to grow into the players that they want to be.
Now, whether
So
you
them being a
skilled or
vet
not.
to
Y'all,
what they
y'all
want
calling niggas vets
is
that just got off their rookie contract. Like, what the fuck?
Well, I mean,
J-Rod did sign a second contract. So
I
that's
mean,
what
you only
Scott said.
get
He's
how
not a
many
vet.
contracts you get in your lifetime in the NBA.
I mean, that varies, man.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you look at the average, it can't be no more than 2 or 3.
2 is about average, I would say.
3 and 3 is super
think
vet. You are old timer when they.
by y'all definition, yes, Cam Thomas technically for
He's
a
a
person
vet.
like Diego would be a vet. I'm not arguing that. But
Yeah.
my thing is to a person like Cam Thomas, like, yo, you only 24. Like,
I
you gotta
understand
teach this
that.
19-year-old how to play the game right? Nigga, you not even where you want to be as a player.
Exactly, Ella.
Well, that ain't got nothing to
but
do with
that's
being
part
a
of
vet,
it.
though.
Yeah, that's part of the
That's
leadership.
part of
When
the
people-
fucking
when
grow up
people
the
come
way
on
it
the
is.
team under you, you
But
got to
what that
show
got
them
to
the
do
ropes.
with being a vet in the league?
Right, but he don't even know how. So for example, right, if you've been in the league 2 years,
If you put Cam Thomas out there and then you put Jaeger out there, Cam Thomas gonna cook him.
well, of course,
He gonna cook him in this league.
He's a known scorer
vet because he know he know how to get that whistle. He know what to do.
But he's a scorer. He's a scorer. Of course,
I'm
he's
just
gonna
saying
cook
in
Diego.
general,
That's
he know
what
the game.
That's what
He
he
know
gonna do.
he's been out there in the NBA for a minute.
I don't know,
But the
man.
fact-
We see some young boys cook some old heads too. So
That's true too. But I mean, you know, I'm just saying.
block a shot though. I was happy about
I'm just
that.
saying in general. You
Cam
know
Thomas,
what's gonna
Breezy,
happen.
your boy blocked the shot though.
You know
That
exactly
was a
what's
big
gonna
I'm
deal.
just saying that's like me
was a big deal.
me tutoring somebody at the job and only been there for like 2 years. And I'm like, yo,
Nobody
I
want
don't
to
even
talk
know how
about
to do
defense.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, but I mean,
We
you
don't want
know,
to talk about defense.
well, I ain't.
Can
Hey,
we,
nigga,
can we,
I
can
don't
we
even
just
know
say
what
this,
this job
guys? Can we
consists
just say
of.
this? He's like a vet for our team, but naturally in the NBA, he's not a vet.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I mean, because
He definitely not he's not a vet as to where he gonna be like a
nobody
role
in this
player.
league, nobody in this league
He in his
outside of the
prime.
Brooklyn Nets is looking at Cam Thomas
He's
as a vet.
No, he's in his prime. He's in his prime.
Right.
He's in
And
his
yo,
prime.
he stopped the Malawatch too when Malawatch trying to post him up. That was impressive. That's what I seen. That's 2 things that I seen from Cam Thomas.
But I do agree with y'all though.
He played well yesterday. He
I'm
played
not
well.
paying attention to
I
nothing
do
else.
agree with y'all that he is a vet for this team. Like in terms of
Yeah.
him being here the longest, he definitely is a vet. I just
He's
think
not no vet in
it's
the
kind of
NBA,
messed
I
up.
know it's
Yeah,
funny
like-
because he's young. That's all. That's what you
Right,
see.
right. That's the case.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but we
He's
have
young.
a
But he's
very
in his
young
prime,
team.
LM. He's in his prime.
We got a
This
very
is
young team. So
this is
If you
why
wanna-
I don't understand why they didn't sign him. He's in his prime.
Because them
What
and
do
the front
what
office
do
have a fractured relationship,
he
Scott.
He
You
would
know what's
fit.
up with that.
He would fit the growth of that team.
He
But
did-
technically,
Hey,
Tyler's
Scott,
not even
Scott.
close to this prime, really. Like he's only 20. He just reached
Prime
24.
He just turned
27.
24, right?
Right.
Prime is
Yeah, he's not
27
really
though,
close to this
usually.
prime, really.
Right. So he will grow with these guys. He will
Can I
grow
say
Yeah,
with
this real
them.
quick?
The only problem, those guys, they want him to play positionless basketball, and that's not Cam's
Disgusting.
strength. That's not
That's
his strength,
disgusting,
though. That's the thing.
Hold on,
They
let
could
me
be
easy.
making a
What was he saying?
mistake. They could be
Real
making
quick,
a
let
mistake.
me just say this because I know people are still upset about the contract and shit. Listen, I know niggas don't give a fuck about the rest of the NBA, but unfortunately I do.
I do
There's a
too.
lot of things moving around in the NBA. I know we got hoodwinked last offseason. We was told it was supposed to be the biggest offseason with the moves that was supposed to be made in offseason.
Niggas can't be blind, man.
One
Yo,
of the things that was
facts.
supposed to happen was Giannis was supposed to move. It didn't happen that year. Giannis fake gave a timetable to the Bucks.
Yeah, Sham
I
said
know
next
niggas-
summer.
Real quick, I know niggas don't like to hear it. But when a nigga like that magnitude is possibly on the move, and you've been and if you are in the front office and you've been hearing about this shit for at least 1 or 2 years, and other pieces are moving, people like Cleveland, you keep on hearing Darius Garland naming a trade and Jared Allen.
Right.
Other teams, Portland still got Robert Williams on the table. They just got rid of 8 and shit. Like other teams got other places and they opening salary cap. I know niggas don't like to hear it, but Brooklyn is one of those teams keeping their cap options open in case
Right.
Giannis says, "Yo, I
Yep.
can't get to New York, but I'll take Brooklyn instead."
No,
As long as we
that's
keep the
facts.
26 draft pick.
That's
They
what
can
we
have
will. I don't know if you
anybody else
heard.
they want.
I don't know if you heard what Sham said today, but he said the Bucks. What they're
And
trying to
Drake Powell.
wait. What's like what the Bucks trying to do? They signed Giannis's two brothers today, man. They signed the other brother last week. Now they signed his other brother. They are so desperate because they know next summer he's likely asking out. I don't think he's asking out this trade deadline because I don't think that's what Giannis would want to do for his how to be remembered. He's going to do it next offseason. Like the summer of Giannis, to what Easy says, it really is going to begin next summer, and there are 10 teams with cap space. We're one of them.
The
There you
Bucks
go.
are desperate as hell, man.
Yo, they signed his brother. That's such a waste, man. You wasted 2 roster
But Joey,
spots.
but
on
Joey,
his brothers,
can
man.
you blame them though? Like if you lose Giannis, you lose arguably either the 1 or 2 best players in your franchise.
But why let Giannis walk?
Easy because sometimes as an organization, you got to know when to fold them, man. Like the dude don't want to be there.
They're gonna trade him next summer because he only has 1 year left.
What y'all gonna do? His mother? What y'all gonna make his mother assistant GM next?
No, they got to move him next summer because he's due for an extension next summer. If he says I'm done, they got to trade him. Because he only has 1 year left. So
It has to be a trade.
Pick up next summer.
It has to be a trade because you're not gonna let him walk for nothing and get nothing.
Yeah, but the only problem is, LM, how are you going to do it this trade deadline when the only team that has been set to want him is the Knicks, and the Knicks don't have the pick? So I don't think it's feasible this trade deadline. There's no other
trade him
team
in the
really
offseason.
will make that move. Offseason, that's what I'm saying.
Imagine AJ DeBonster with Giannis together on the Nets.
Trade except
The
for
Knicks
Brunson.
don't need him.
Yo, if we got Darren Peterson and Giannis,
That's what I'm saying, John. Like a DeBonster.
I think we need a
Peterson.
forward more than a
What the
guard.
fuck?
I ain't gonna lie.
No, I agree with you, LM. But let's say hypothetically we don't get the forward and Darren Peterson's left, and you could get Giannis to be the forward. That's not bad at all.
I'm
I'm
actually cry, John.
To Easy's point, if we do get Giannis, you gotta do it in the offseason.
You know what I
Not
want
by
to
the trade
happen?
deadline.
I want the Knicks to give up their farm for Giannis, and then I want that shit to just fall apart with him and Brunson.
Oh, it will.
That
it
would
will.
be beautiful
if he
too.
goes, if he goes to them, it will fall. It will
I
fall.
want to happen.
That's
I want
facts.
Giannis
That's
here
big
personally.
facts.
And then they have to trade one of OG or Towns to make it happen. So you have to give up one of your best defenders or one of your best offensive players to get Giannis.
And then when they do that, they're gonna be in a shitter for the next 10 years.
Exactly. And I think they'll give up OG. I think they'll give up OG, man.
It's gonna be Little Brunson and Giannis.
Little Brunson and Giannis.
Little Brunson and Giannis. Little guy.
Did you see Towns make that?
Mad annoying though. Mad annoying. You want to punch him in the face. You feel like when you see him play and shit. What's his name? Jalen Brunson. Whatever. Looks mad annoying though. He looks mad annoying. Yeah.
Nah, his.
What if the team that don't get Giannis, but we do what we did this year? Like we're like the middleman for a trade.
You know, one of those 5'5", herky jerky guys.
Yeah, like a 3-2 trade. We get back. I'm saying, what if we're not the team? We're not the team that gets Giannis, but we're the middleman. Like
I wouldn't mind
picks or
So what would you get back though, LM? Like, what team would you want to facilitate with? The Spurs? Would that be a team you want to facilitate with?
Always.
I mean, it depends. I mean, if Giannis want to go there, if this team is really the Knicks, I mean, I don't know about doing business with them, but.
Let's keep it honest, bro. If he go to the Knicks, he's gonna gut that fucking team.
Yo, they gotta get rid of OG, Towns, or Mid-Cal just to a third team. They have to get one of those contracts.
I mean, how do you think if he go to Houston?
Nah, I saw a hypothetical LM. I don't see it as plausible. They would have to give up, I think, Sengun, which I don't know if they'll do that. I
don't want him on the Nets though, guys. I don't want Giannis here, me personally.
But I know Joey, but there's no other star we've been super connected with other than Giannis. And Giannis wants New York. Forget the Knicks for a second. He wants the big market. And there's 2 teams in that big market. So much as we want to count the Nets out,
Turkish guys can play, man.
I mean,
don't go to LA, team over Luka.
Miami guys can play basketball.
Oh yeah, go to LA, right?
Let him go to LA, team over Luka.
I would say this though, Joey. It depends on the Nets drafting the top 5. If we don't draft in the top 5, you could put the Giannis stuff to rest with us because why would he come here at that point?
Because here's my thing: just our luck, he'll get here and his fucking body will start breaking down. Yeah. I don't want that motherfucker, man.
You talking about his calf? You talking about his calf issue, Joey? The calf is bothering him.
Breaking his body.
No, he's been going through
ankle injuries and all that.
He does have a calf issue where it almost looked like he was going to tear his Achilles twice. So
that motherfucker's been a cyborg for the Bucks, and he might just get to the Nets and start breaking the fuck down, bro.
Yep.
That's why he's asking out right now, somewhat, because it's like he doesn't want to play 60 minutes, dropping all his points, and his body just gives up like that. Like, it's a waste. It's a waste of his prime.
If we get the Bonster, we're not even getting Giannis.
That's what's so crazy about the last 3 years with Giannis is that he should have been on a new team already, but he's had 3 MVP type seasons that were flushed down the toilet because of a first round exit. Like, that's wasting
here's the thing,
greatness right there.
Cat and mouse turtle would be funny as hell.
Trying to save the relationship. They went out and got Dame. They thought that was going to work.
Nope.
That shit fell a fucking part. They up here signing his brother, mother, sister, cousin, uncle,
everybody.
Daddy.
They still got Kuzma, which was a total bomb trade. That was a failure too.
They got everybody.
That Greek family got the Bucks on lock. You already know. You know that, Scott. You know that.
Who's to say Giannis will come here and start having all these demands, get rid of Horty? I don't know, some bullshit.
I don't think he would get rid of Horty. I think Horty and him would vibe. I think that would be a good vibe there because he's a Euro coach. That should be like up Giannis' alley right there, man. To vibe with a Euro coach.
I still don't think we're ready for a player like Giannis too, man.
I mean, Joe, you may be right, but after next summer, if we do, let's say, get a top 4 guy, you got to make a decision. Do you want to start winning, or do you want to build 2 more years and the East gets better and you're not there yet?
The thing is Giannis willing to wait for these young players to develop to start competing?
No, I agree with you, but I will say this though: if Wolf and Powell get the actual minutes this year, those could be 2 guys that can play with Giannis. With Wolf's playmaking, with Powell's defensive abilities.
Well, you ain't gonna show nothing. You ain't gonna show
nothing. I'm not with Giannis here either, because even if you do good at AJ DeBonster, Peterson, or Boozer,
that's
crazy. I wanted to, like I just wanted to find their own way. Like I don't want Giannis.
We gotta go full tank to let the
because you got to look at Giannis. Look at us. If we in the top 5 pick, we are at the bottom barrel.
We just gotta close our eyes when they open up the number 5 envelope.
But like what Easy says, it is rare if somebody of Giannis caliber. Giannis is one lifetime type player. It's rare that he's even available. That's where like Easy saying you got to look at that.
Yeah, but why do we gotta give him?
Why does motivation for him to
because we screwed up last year's draft. It was supposed to be a 2-year tank to get 2 stars.
That's too late. It's too late, John. It's too late, John. We can't argue about last year.
Last year's too late. Last year's too late. Giannis is still there. It's still there.
What's his motivation? What is his motivation to come to Brooklyn?
I told you on your show, Scott, to bring the Brooklyn Nets their first ever championship. Everybody remembers your first. Nobody else remembers your second, third. It's your first. Giannis will become a legend in Brooklyn.
If you will become the biggest,
I wanted you to say that.
The biggest person ever.
I wanted you to say because you told me, but
I did.
But then again, you putting Giannis on the team by 2-year players and rookies. Like, how much do you think you're gonna do with that?
I don't know, John. That's what the league.
That's where the cap space flexibility comes in, because you can sign vets. Vets will want to come play with Giannis. We got to also remember too. Besides his brothers, there are competent players that want to jump ship to come join Giannis. Remember PJ Tucker, Brook Lopez.
Yeah,
those were the guys that wanted to play with him.
I think you just want to add to the League of Nations, man. Russian.
Well, that's a part that I accept, Joey. I mean, we are the League of Nations. Let's call it what it is. We are the Brooklyn League of Nations.
You want to add
that international thing is what they
want.
Funny part to the League of Nations, man.
I mean, he's the international superstar, Joey. He's the international superstar.
If you win the first championship in Brooklyn, I'm telling you, man, it's gonna be bigger than
the funny part about it though is the top 10 this year is all American players. So I mean.
Yeah, but Giannis is an international superstar, and this kind of fits the theme of what they're doing. We all were hypotheticalizing why are we drafting all these Euro guys if not to eventually save up this cap space to get the biggest Euro star to join what Jordy wants to do. I mean, Giannis can fit Euro style. He can play that.
Fuck it, man. Let's go get Giannis, and then we can get Jokic after that, and they can play.
No, we're not getting Joker, bro.
But Joey, what I was saying, but Joey, what I was saying,
you don't know that, John. Maybe he's gonna change his mind.
It's what the league wants
Jokic,
to expand the league. You know,
because that team is not gonna win. The Nuggets. I don't see the Nuggets winning.
That's what they want.
Yeah, they on the down spiral too. They on the downward trajectory.
You know that Nuggets almost got a smallest window. Next year, that's it. Next year, and then you'll see. Jokic gonna start being funny. I think Jokic is gonna start being funny.
It will be very interesting to see what this organization does next summer, because after next year's draft, you have no reason to tank. It's to start winning. So their moves next summer will tell us if they actually know what the hell they're doing.
That's
which
true,
we
John.
haven't.
I agree.
Yo,
with that.
if
I
we
don't
get
think that-
Darren Peterson, the monster with Giannis,
start
I
making
bet my
moves.
money on the Nets.
And here's the thing:
I
if
bet my
Sean
money
Marks
on the
does
Nets,
get a
yo.
top 4 guy, he's going to say, "This is why I'm still in charge. I got lucky again." That's all Sean Marks has to put on his resume. I got super lucky. I got 2 rings. Didn't have to do nothing for them. I got promoted to a GM job. Didn't have to do nothing for it. And now I've been the GM of a team for 10 years. Had 3 superstars. Did nothing with it. I'm still getting a paycheck.
No, specifically, we need the
that's
top
Sean Marks
2.
in a
The
nutshell.
top 2 picks, though. When it specifically
seriously.
those top 2, or maybe number 3.
Remember
I
what
don't
he
know,
said on
man.
draft?
I don't even want number 3, man.
Remember what he said on
number
draft
1 and
night?
number 2.
I like
Number
all
1
these
and number
guys
2.
because of good character, and I'm like, dude, you're supposed to get them because of their talent, not because they're good character gentlemen.
That's
I've
facts.
never heard a GM say something like that in my life.
Yeah, nah, that's yo, John, we gotta be top 5 worst team, man.
Yeah,
No doubt, like a number 6 worst team can't be too close to us.
They
As a
predicted
record-wise, can't be too close, yo.
Somebody predicted today we'd finish like 26 and 56 for like the third or fourth
Can't
worst
win no
record.
26 games.
Which I was like,
You can't
wow,
win 26
really?
games, yo. That's
No,
crazy.
they said
That's
like
crazy,
Wizards.
John.
They said like Wizards, Utah, and Hornets would be worse than us, and those are the 3 main teams that are in the bottom with us. So
let the rookies play.
I don't know.
Let the rookies play, man. We got to
keep
win like
saying it.
18 games, John. We got to
I
like
keep
16, 18
I
games.
keep saying it. Let Powell, Wolf, and all these young guys play.
That's
It don't matter about the
facts.
vets right now.
That we can't. Yo, Joe Tsai knows. That's why you said what the fuck he said, man. He
Yo,
knows,
like, listen,
man.
you
We can't
want
fuck around.
you
We
want
can't
vets
fuck
keep
around,
you
yo.
want vets keep Tyrese, Zaire, Dayron. I mean, these other vets, they're making a lot of money on this team right now,
Yo,
and they're
the
not long-term pieces.
That's the Nets' last hope. Those top 3 guys, man, or whatever, top 4, I guess. Right, Nate Amen and whoever else. Who's the number 5? I guess projected. Right.
I would say Tunde Yasafu, man.
That's
That guy
their
looks like
last hope.
Ant-Man,
That's
bro.
the
He looks
Nets'
like
last hope.
Ant-Man,
That's
man.
it. That's it, yo. This is
Uh,
this is the year. This is the
if
year
you-
right here, John. This is
If
the
you guys
fucking
haven't
year
seen
right here.
Tunde
We gotta
Yasafu, man,
start the
that guy's
season
gonna
like
rise
2
up.
and 23 or some shit, or 2. You know what I mean? Like 2 and 24 or some. It's gotta be done. It's gotta be done,
We'll see,
man. You
man.
gotta drop the like flies. You gotta
I
drop
will.
the games
I will
like
say
flies, yo.
this: it's good that we get Brooklyn basketball next week. Regular season basketball. Us against the Hornets. Anybody can win that game at this point. So
Just
I know
play
a lot.
hard and give
Yeah.
up. Right? The last quarter, just give up. Put all the rookies in. You got to lead or some shit, right? You got to lead. Fourth quarter
Bro,
starts.
I don't know
play all
what
the
vets y'all
rookies.
think on this team is going to will us to some wins, bro.
No
They're
way.
gonna be, half of them are going to be traded, Joey, at the
Like,
deadline, December
who do y'all
15,
think
man.
is going to be doing? I mean, MPJ going to do a little something, but outside of him, Terrence Mann may show up here and there. That's
about it. That's about it, really.
It's going to be Cam Thomas most of the games. Cam Thomas scoring a bunch of points and us fucking losing.
Yeah, Cam
Niggas
Thomas
wanna
and
win.
MPJ putting up like 18 to 20 points a game.
Exactly.
That's facts. And
Hold
they're
on,
It'll be nice.
gonna drop mad games. We're gonna drop mad games.
We gonna get a surprise game
Don't
out of
play
some guys
MPJ in the
here and
fourth
there.
quarter, man.
We're
Yo,
gonna
Jordy,
get a surprise
boy,
game.
Jordy better.
Might get
Jordy
a
got a
surprise
lot of
game
shit
out
to
of
do.
Man. Might get a surprise game out of Tyrese here and there. Might be that third scoring punch.
And some games from Danny Wolf. Some weird games. You're gonna have some weird games from Danny Wolf.
Let the rookies close out those fourth quarters, and if they win, nothing you can say about it. If they lose, it helps you get a top pick. I mean, they have to learn through those growth spurts. You got to play those fourth quarters, see what you're really made of.
All right,
We gotta secure the top 5
crazy.
pick.
Everybody like,
no
oh
matter
my God,
what.
Joe
No matter what.
Joe Tsai saying we're tanking. Look what he says. We're tanking. No,
Yo, they have such a bad PR team. Jordy defended him the other day, saying this front office hits on all their picks, and they waved Tariq Whitehead the second
Nah, he
day.
bugging.
That was
he
wild.
bugging.
I'm
Jordy
telling you.
Everybody
That
know
is
the
bad
Nets gonna
PR.
be bad, bro. It's
That
not
is
a
bad
secret.
PR.
Yo, Jordy be
It's
bugging
not a
sometimes.
secret, bro. Everybody knows we're gonna be bad. Everybody knows more than likely we gonna be in the fucking lottery. It ain't a secret.
But it's with good reason. I mean, next year's draft, there are 4 guys, and I'll be honest with you, Joey, if you look at the next 4 drafts, each one of those guys will be going number 1. And the crazy thing is they're going 1 through 4. Like, you
Thank
got
God
to be
Dennis
super
Schroeder's
happy to
gone.
be in that top
Thank
4
God.
potentially. You get a franchise guy to build with that none other teams can have. Like, that's special. It's more special, I think, this past draft was made out to be, because we all thought it was about the big 3, Cooper, Harper, and Ace. Then the Ace drama happened. So it's like next year's draft, there are 4 guys that are 6-7 feet and over. Like, it's wild. is wild the talent.
Also different topic. I love Zaire Williams contested 3-point shots, water, net, nothing but net. Y'all seen that shit, right? He working on that shit. I like Zaire Williams.
Shots getting so much
I
better,
like
man.
Zaire's game. He just defensively sometimes he getting lost. He be getting lost, but it's all right. He be reaching.
He's a
reaching
good
with
role
the hands
piece.
and shit.
He's a good role piece player, man. I would not let him go.
Just
right
gotta
now.
just gotta stay patient on the defense. But offensively, like the jump shot, right? The 3-point shot is like he's letting it fly though. He's not even like hesitating. Sometimes people hesitate. He's just letting that shit fly.
We have to see the physicality aspect of Clowney's game. Like he has to finish through contact. He's hitting the three with confidence. He can dribble the ball, which is great. Rebounding and
Not a
just
great dribbler,
being more of an interior scorer. That's what he has to work on this year. Being more physical. Like if he can do that, Clowney really is that steal of that draft class for us.
He got to work on his dribble too, John.
No, did you see him dribble?
Looking kind of suspect.
No, wait. Did you see him dribble in that game too? He actually dribbled the ball like straight up the court, man. It was like, whoa, like that's a different Noah Clowney.
So I think it's a difference. I think it's a different tiers when dribbling, right? Like, yeah, can you dribble and get to the cup? Like, can you dribble and finish strong?
That's facts.
Or can you just dribble and
right?
But I don't see between the legs dribbles, right? With Clowney, right? He don't be bending his knees. You know how you get down, you be playing with the opponent. I don't see nothing like that. He gotta bend his knees though.
We need him not to lose the ball and be able to get to point A to point B as fast as can.
That's why you gotta get low a little bit. You gotta get low like when you dribbling.
All those style points, that shit don't mean shit, man. I mean, it's cute and all that.
Joey, say it again, bro. Say it again. I don't think people heard you in the back.
Nah, I just said all you just need to do, because in the NBA they tell you that if you can't get to where you need to go in like 2 moves, you need to be passing the ball, bro.
Exactly.
You need to be able to boom, 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 get to where you got to get.
Yeah,
that shit.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. That shit gotta go quick.
My nigga, you cool? My nigga, do we need to fight in the back, my nigga? Because you ain't that big, my nigga. I'll fuck you up. So like, why you boom, boom, boom? When I'm wide open, bro. 1v4. You can't pass the rock, bro.
Yo, easy. You gotta be an assistant coach, bro, man. You gotta tell this guy to be physical on the court, man.
But I do see the improvement in Noah. I just want him to be able to dribble and finish through traffic.
He did have a play where he did in game 3. He did, like, if you really watch close, he is showing this little bit of the improvement. It's just we gotta see it for full like first 20 games and him just be healthy. If he does all those things, he should be fine. Like Clowney should be
see some mid-range pump
bringing
fakes
the ball
and shit.
down
Never
court.
see mid-range pump fakes.
Bringing the ball down court is totally different than fucking dribbling that shit and taking it to the fucking basket and yamming it on somebody.
All right, I agree with you. I think this game against Toronto next week is huge for Clowney. And it looks like for some reason Jordy wants to start Terrence Mann at the 3. But if we were smart about this, MPJ at the 3, Clowney at the 4 with Claxton, because that helps boost up Claxton's value. But I guess they value Terrence Mann's vet savviness. I don't know, but I would start Clowney, honestly. I feel like this is
who y'all think gonna start for the season? What y'all think the starting lineup gonna be?
I don't know.
If Jaeger ain't ready, it's probably gonna be Saraf, Cam. I don't want to say man, but it's gonna be man, probably MPJ and Claxton. That's probably the starting unit, and then the second unit is probably Dayron, Zaire, maybe Nolan as a 6th man, and then they mix and match with 2 other guys in that.
I see us losing a lot of games.
Do y'all agree with them starting so many so-called vets?
I mean, that's what Jordy likes to do, but that's what Jordy has to get his head out of the clouds with. Yes, you want to win games, you want to be competitive, but you got to trust the young guys.
He's not going to start those. He's not going to start no rookies, man. Come on.
Then what about Noah Clowney, Scott? No, it's Noah Clowney's 3rd year. But wait, Scott, what about Clowney?
Unless you show that you can handle it.
Well, Clowney looks like he can handle the guy who came and bulked up 234. Clowney, guy looks like a grown man compared to these blokes.
He's not a rookie.
No, he's not. But that's why he should be getting playing time over a guy like Man.
I think he should be starting over Man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and why put MPJ at the 4? The guy's another back injury away from saying sayonara. Why play him at the 4 position? That feels totally like
Hey, man,
irresponsible.
MPJ gonna feel
God,
that
you gotta
pain.
let go of my man MPJ, bro. Stop.
Nah,
Yo,
yo,
you
easy.
giving my
We
boy
watched
up,
this. Yo, easy. Me, Breezy, and Scott watched the stream. This dude literally said a day after Sean Marks says he's gonna be no more guy. The guy's like, I'm considering retirement. I'm gonna make it past my contract. I'm taking it year by year. Like this dude says he has to put a lot of preparation into his body. Got to wear braces. Got to wear bandages. Like I feel for the guy on that level, but seriously. Easy. We couldn't get through an off season with this guy and his stuff,
hold on,
man.
John, that's true, but we got to be fit. He also said he's excited to show people that he can take it to another level this year as well.
Most definitely.
Yeah, that's not with the wins.
No, Joey, listen, I agree with you, man. I think MPJ will be good on court for these guys. It's just long-term wise, we found out that he's not thinking about long-term. He's thinking about, let me get through these 2 years.
I don't think they got him for long term.
John, I agree with you on the health thing.
We shouldn't be thinking about him for long term either.
Anyway,
listen,
we ain't thinking about him long term.
Once he get down there in that paint and Giannis start throwing them elbows, he gonna start thinking twice about, like, damn,
right?
I don't know.
Okay.
Or Paulo, like he's gonna guard Paulo.
When Giannis start,
yeah.
when Giannis start running in that paint like a freight train into his chest.
Facts. Kevin Durant's gonna cook him. Like a lot of guys are gonna cook MPJ this year, man. At the 4, if he's at the 3, I think it's easier for him to play defense. But I
think the 3 is a safer position for him.
Exactly, and let Clowney be the 4 with Claxton. Because Claxton by himself, it's not gonna get his value up like that.
Who said he was playing the 4?
Just what Jordy's doing with the lineups. MPJ's at the 4, Terrence Mann's at the 3. I don't see the sense of that. Unless you just want to start the vets to try to win off bat.
Well, I can't move Cam to the 2. I mean to the 1, so I have to have him at the 2, and then who I'm putting at the 1 if Diego is not there. So
it's going to be Saraf right now. It looks like Saraf. Nolan might be in the G League just because of physicality issues.
So real quick, another small guard. I can't put a small backcourt with a small front court. I mean,
Saraf is not small.
Yo, Nolan looks scared.
Saraf can see over some guards.
Saraf is like 6'5", 6'6", bro.
That's on the offensive end, Scott. Defensive. I could just easily 1-3 pick and roll you.
His problem is he's not a great outside shooter.
Right. That's the thing. The scoring aspect. Right.
So that's why that picking Igor was important, but Igor not playing, and you might as well say you're not doing your job neither. You're not.
You know what I feel like what they want to do with Diego. I feel like if Saraf somehow proves us all wrong, it could be a core piece somewhat. I think they want Saraf to start, and they want Yegor to be the 3 because they want Yegor to be
He has skill.
I feel like they want Yegor to do whatever they had Danny Wolf doing in that 4th quarter.
Being the connector.
Yeah, being the connector.
How do you know what they want from Yegor? Tell me that. How do you know what they want from Yegor?
Because
what are you seeing that you know? Like, all right,
maybe he's gonna play point guard. Nobody knows.
I'm gonna tell you why I say that.
I just heard 3. I heard 3 and I heard 4. Yeah. So we have 3 different positions up. So
I'm gonna tell you why I say that. I think they're gonna have him. Because the way they got Danny Wolf running these point guard shit, the reason why they got Yegor in the first place, because they wanted a big Ben Simmons type point guard. That's what they want, a 6'8" dude, a big tall dude running point. And I feel like they've been running the shit that they want Yegor to run with Danny in these preseason games because Yegor is not there.
I think they want to have 2 like point guard types on the floor at all
times.
Right. I feel like that's why they might want to start Saraf with Yegor. I actually didn't think that would be possible. But if Saraf could be a good IQ playmaker, why wouldn't you try having 2 guys that are over 6'5"?
The point guard and the connector.
Exactly, and then you have Cam and Powell in the middle next with those guys. So
I wish we didn't have MPJ though. You're gonna get us a couple of wins.
And I think Nolan should be the 6th man. If they want to work on a roll with Nolan right now, make Nolan the 6th man. Let him run the second unit as a point guard.
One thing I can say about MPJ, that motherfucker's 3-ball is wet.
Yeah,
that boy can shoot, man.
Yeah, and obviously
when it's
one of the
going
best
well,
shooters. One of the best shooters in the NBA.
That's why people predicted. That's why people predicted him to have so many points because Jordy gonna have him shooting so many threes probably. And
he gonna get the green light for sure.
Yeah.
He's gonna shoot every time. Every time he get the ball, watch. Every time he get the ball, he gonna chuck up.
It's good. MPJ's working on the playmaking aspect, though. I did see him in the first, second game work on that a bit. So it's good that he's trying to work on his other skills.
Clowney's
He's gonna take like 11 threes a game.
Confident. He's shooting confident from three.
His
and
three
Danny Wolf shot
really
too.
good. It's not even touching rim.
But this is what I'm saying, bro. Y'all saying all of this positive shit about the team. I don't think. How you think they're not going to string together some wins?
I listen. I didn't say that. Again, I said this team better than what everybody think they are.
I mean, if you're not, Scott.
If you're talking about opponents in the East, Jay, maybe we have a shot against some. But you're talking about
and
the
you
West,
got a weak East too.
Different story.
Oh my God.
Yo, that's the funny shit. Because last year, remember, we was beating up on the West and losing to the East.
I know. That was what undid us, unfortunately, beating the West.
Yo, what's the first 15 games looking like, man? Because I can't even get off the StreamYard.
It's tough game.
Yeah.
Let me go. I know our first game is the Hornets, and the second game is Cleveland. And I know we got the Knicks twice in November.
Yeah,
that's what's
we
up.
Have we have a double header that first weekend. I think against San Antonio and another top team. We have a really bad back-to-back after those first.
Anybody shitty? In that November month?
I'm about to look right now.
Please, because Breezy, I think Breezy might be, getting the chopped cheese.
It's probably Hornets and Pacers.
I'm letting it rock. I'm just,
So look, we got.
What's good, Breezy? What's good, Breezy?
I got it right here. Yo, Breezy. I'm trying to tell you to send me the link from the email so I can get into StreamYard. But check the email. Send me the link right quick. I mean the code.
Real quick,
the
they
code.
got the Brooklyn Nets for this season 19.5 games. So over under 19.5.
Oh, I hope so. Over. 16 and a half. How about that?
I'm saying over.
I'm saying over.
16 and a half.
But hold on. So we got the Hornets, the Cavaliers, the Spurs, the Rockets.
That's a back-to-back.
The 76ers.
That's what's
the
up.
Timberwolves, the Pacers.
Yes.
The Pistons, the Knicks.
That's
the Raptors, the Magic. The Wizards, the Celtics.
Wow.
The Celtics, the Raptors. The Knicks, the 76ers. And the Bucks, the Hornets.
We're gonna lose a lot of games.
That's November.
Bro, do you hear that travel? Oh,
that's November.
Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Wait, easy. Easy. The travel for the Nets gets bad in January to February, where they have their longest road trip of the season. It's not so bad at the beginning. It's really January, February, where they're gonna be on the road a lot.
We're dropping the games like flies.
These games don't sound better too. You going from Toronto to Orlando, bro? You know what type of trip that is, bro?
No, I agree with you. The travel's gonna be bad. It looks like the only opponents we might beat are the Hornets and the Pacers. The Pacers are losing all their guard depth right now into injuries, and they don't have a real center. So,
but I still think the Pacers still gonna get a win against them.
If y'all think we're gonna come out that month with 2 wins, y'all look crazy.
I mean, I think that's what most people think we're going to get is 2 wins, which is
out of how many games? Out of how many games? 15.
Let me say this though. Can I say this real quick? Let me say this. We are a fairly new team, so the scouting report is not all the way developed on all of our players. So we can shock and awe some people in the first 5 to 10 games. We can shock and awe.
I hope not, man.
It's not impossible. We did that last year to start, so Easy's making a point.
Yeah, but we had Dennis Schroeder. Thank God we ain't got no Dennis Schroeder, bro.
It's 19 games. 19 games.
Yo, the month of
no. I'm saying it's 19 games from the beginning of the season until December. There's the games that I counted off. So y'all saying we're gonna go 2 out of 19 out of those?
Nah, the month of December is super slow for the Nets. Nets face a lot of bad teams in December. They only play like 9 games, I think, in December. So December is gonna be like a breeze for this team.
What kind of games in December? What kind of bad games?
We're facing a lot of tanking teams: Hornets, Bulls.
But those are the games we lose.
Bulls.
Those are the
Bulls
games
gonna spank us.
We lose those games that we supposed to beat, and
they're gonna start off kind of like optimistic out the block.
Oh
man! Can you tell me why you want to win games? Can you tell me why you want to really truly win games? Other than the fan perspective.
The Nets always play down to their competition. That's a fact, though.
Man, remember the last year's game against Utah? We were trying to outtake each other in overtime. No, you score, and then John Marks is just watching that.
Hold on, I want to go back to East. I'm sorry, East. Who you was asking? Tell them why they want to win games. Who's you asking?
The whole panel, everybody.
So I know Scott. Hold on, I know Scott want to win. Tell us why you want to win, Scott.
Because it brings morale and builds up the team.
Okay.
I don't know.
I want the rookies to know what winning feels like. You want the
Jay wanna
rookies
win
to
too.
know.
Tell us why you
want
wanna
them
win,
to
Jay.
know.
Now you gonna wrap me up.
Shit, I want to win because I'm a winner. I like to win. First of
Oh my
all,
God! Don't
second
say
of
that,
all,
man. We needed the
se-
monster, man. We needed the monster, my God.
second of all, I don't think you can build winning culture losing on purpose. Like if you just lose and you learn things from the losses, that's true. But I don't think you
I
can
agree with
build
that.
winning on culture by not encouraging your players to do their best and coming up with the best strategy for them and giving them the best chance to win.
Right.
Like if they lose, they lose. But
Yeah, that's
Right.
one thing. Yeah.
But they're gonna lose a lot of games that way
But
too.
hold on.
Like
All
that,
right, so
though.
let them lose, but don't
Hold on.
sit
I
there
just
and
want to
Yeah.
I just want to point out that Jalen Williams, he one of the biggest contributions to the championship roster with the Thunder. He wasn't the number 1-5 pick, bro. So I'm
13,
saying
right?
that to say to
12?
make it seem like the coaching system don't have nothing to do with the talent and how they develop. We can't ignore that part neither. That part means something, even though the talent at 1-5 means something. But Jalen Williams was. I'm not saying he was just as important as Shea, but he was really important in the winning
oh,
that
he was
championship.
really important.
Can I say this real quick?
Thunder know how
Let
to
me just say this
draft.
real quick.
Breezy.
Real quick.
Thunder
Let me
know
just
how
say
to
this
draft.
real quick.
Jalen became Shea's Robin, man.
Yeah, they know how to draft, man.
He know he really good.
man,
From what I've been
I
hearing from
told y'all
y'all,
they was gonna win when Shea bought all of them rollies after he won the MVP.
real quick, Jay, real quick,
Hold on.
real quick,
Go ahead, East.
real quick, because what I've been hearing from y'all don't have too much faith in the five draft picks that we selected this year. So my question is why, and y'all don't really take too fancy into free agency, and then there's not a lot of trades on the table. You're not willing to give up that cap space.
Who don't?
So my question
No, I
is,
like Drake
why?
Powell and Danny Wolf. Love the prospects.
They really showed a lot in
Okay, wait,
preseason.
wait,
Wolf
hold on,
and
hold on.
Powell.
People's like Drake Powell and Danny Wolf. Okay, but real quick, for the most part, most of us not really taking all the way to the 5 picks that we have. So my question is, if you don't like free agency and you don't like the picks that we got, why are you not going back into the draft to get a high pick?
Bro,
and put
who
yourself in a
said you
good
don't like
position to
free
get a high pick?
agency? Hold on, East. Who said they don't like free agency though?
Yeah, I didn't say that.
I think he's referring to the. I think he's referring to the NBA. Yeah, the NBA
My
don't like
thing is,
free agency right now.
this is how I always stood on it. I think it's multiple different avenues to build a team. You build a team through the draft. You can build a team through trades. You can build a team through free agency. You can use any of those tools to build your team up. It's not just one.
You got to do all of that.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a mix.
You got to do
It's
all
gonna
of
be a
that.
mix to do it.
Right, you got to do all of that. My thing is, I think you don't really start getting serious with trades and stuff until you like really start, competing and shit like that, or it just makes sense to.
But Joey, niggas don't even want to go back into the draft though. So what we doing?
That's kind of what Detroit's doing. Like they added a few guys, but they still have the young core that they're evaluating. But some of those guys don't have contracts yet. So
Listen, like I keep saying, if y'all telling me
Ashore Thompson, Jalen Green, Jalen Duren, Cade Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, like they got better and more talent than us.
But y'all
right, and they almost took the Knicks to the limit.
Pick was our 27th pick anyway.
Yeah, but we gotta understand, we gotta be patient. Look how long it took Detroit to get there, and not only
when we get DeBonsto Peterson, it
real
won't
quick.
even matter.
Let me just say this real quick, people. Not only that, but Detroit had the talent, and they still couldn't get it right because they couldn't get their head coach position right. Once they finally got
not only that, they had a
coach,
horrible front office too.
Exactly.
Yeah, they did. They did bad front office.
Because they had the talent in the picks. They just couldn't get the coach right.
They couldn't get it all together.
Right.
Cade was injured too. Cade was injured
also
too.
didn't get the vets at the time either.
Yeah.
So.
That's true, but they
You can get the talent, and it still might not flow the way you need it to if everything ain't in place. Everything
So
got to
who
be
believes
working.
we got the coach? Who believes we got the coach right now then?
I believe we have the coach now.
I believe
That's a
good question though. How many of y'all believe in Jordy Fernandez? I do.
I don't like what I be seeing from Jordy on defense.
Okay, Jordy, hold on, that's 2-1. Let's keep going around the panel. John, you believe in him?
If Jordy trusts the young guys this year, gives them adequate playing time, he can show us that he can truly develop young guys.
So
We haven't seen that yet.
That's a win. You do trust him. That's a count.
Possibly, I do.
All right, man. You're 2 in the possible, man. All right, man.
Thank you. There we go.
What about Notorious? Notorious, you trust Jordy Fernandez going in the second year?
Yes, I trust Hardy.
So
that makes sense. Horty.
Yeah,
That
Scott,
makes
you
sense.
trust him, Scott?
Yes, I trust him. I think he's a good coach.
All right, Ice. What about you, Ice?
I think Ice left, bro.
Ice on the break. Ice on the break right now. We come right back to Ice. We come back.
Ice probably on 2 podcasts. Probably on TikTok right now.
That's a fact. That's a big ass fact.
I don't see his icon up here, so I don't think he's in the stream right now.
It's like, is it Jose or
It's at the
Jose?
bottom.
That was pretty funny actually. That was pretty funny.
Yeah,
when you said that shit.
Notorious been
real
hilarious
quick,
the whole
let me-
stream.
let me
I
go.
can't lie to you.
I like the
Jay,
Horty. I like Horty.
Yeah,
Wait,
Jay,
let-
you
let
believe
me
in
go.
Jordy?
I don't trust him as far as I can see him, man.
Okay.
Who said that? Who said that? I like that because defensively, I don't like the defensive preaching.
I gotta see it.
I don't
Like
like defensive
if he backs up everything that he says he's gonna do, then I believe what he said. But if he says one thing and does another, I don't know. We gotta see. Because last year I ain't see too much defense. I saw trying
Facts.
on defense,
Facts.
but
Facts.
and they said that's what it was gonna be. And I saw more offense than defense. The same
So
way
you
like
wasn't
with Jock Vaughn.
impressed with him last year, even though we overachieved.
Impressed? No, I think he did a good job.
Yeah.
Impressed?
Decent.
Yeah.
Decent.
Impressed?
Decent.
Not really. You know what I mean? I got to see more consistency. If I see more improvement from last year, this year, then maybe next year I trust him.
What we were ranked defensively last year? Like 24th, 25th? Oh my God. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
20s. Yeah,
That's pretty bad.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
let
I
me
thought it
say
was like
this.
23rd or 24th.
And at the same time, I do take into consideration that the organization was actively trying to handicap him. So I get it. But I just got to see more.
But still,
to say
defensively,
I
that's
trust.
pretty bad though. 28th, because
Nah, you know what's
offensively you could be
wait,
trash. you know?
wait, people's what's crazy was in February. I think we had the best defense in the NBA at one point, which was
Can I answer the
insane.
question?
Yeah, well, at one point, for like 10 games, right? 10 games or whatever,
Yeah.
we had
Yeah.
like a top 5
Yeah.
defense. It's possible, but usually, the final score would be like 120.
Can I say this?
Yeah,
120,
we've given up way
125.
too
and
much
shit.
points.
A lot of points. That's a lot of points here.
Yeah, hold on, y'all. We got 5. Yeah, shout out to Darby17. Said W late night stream. Yeah, I was cooking, man. Easy had joined like right before 2 hours, so I wanted to keep it going. You know what I mean? I ain't see him in a minute, so I definitely wanted to keep it going. Shout out to Notorious with the humor, breaking the ice when necessary. Shout out to Brooklyn LM, Scott, John, Easy for joining the panel again. Shout out to Peoples Hernandez. Come on down. Shout out to This Is JTV. Shout out to Ice. Shout out to Leaf. He was here. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody in the chat. And yeah, man, I ain't on it like that. If it's a late night stream, you know what I mean? I ain't busy. I ain't busy tomorrow morning, so I could do the 3 hours or more. So I ain't tripping. I ain't got to clip up everything. I got enough clips. I ain't gonna lie. I got a lot of. But listen to the shorts. I'm telling y'all in the shorts. It's not just me. Like I clipped up only my voice. Nah,
Clips no malice, man.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So check it out. Check. You listen to yourselves. You know what I mean? It's not just me. And it's a lot of valid stuff on there, man. But yeah, man, thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all know, you know what I mean? I had to come and celebrate my guy Cam Thomas on his birthday.
Yeah, happy birthday,
You know what I'm
Cam.
saying? And yeah, I told y'all when I became a solidified Cam Thomas fan, it was that Knicks game. I was a fan before that. But
Yeah,
after
me
he
too.
beat the Knicks
After
in the
that,
Garden,
that
the
was
way
it.
he in that fashion,
Yo, he
that
killed
was
the
it.
Knicks
That was
though.
it.
I'm sorry, Trash Hicks. I'm sorry. I said the Knicks. Oh my God.
I was at that game too.
You was?
Oh, you was there? Yo, you a
Wow.
legend, LM.
Did you have
LM a
any?
legend,
Did
man.
they know you
a
was a Net
legend for
fan?
going to that game, bro.
Yeah, I had my at that game I had my Nets hat and I had my I think I had my D-Lo jersey on at the
I
time.
wish I was at that game,
They were
bro. I
looking
was
at
in the
you
crib
sideways,
screaming at the
wasn't they?
TV.
Yo, whoever was in the game, whoever was in the game,
funny because the start of the fourth quarter, like they was talking heavy.
Heavy
Like
shit.
they were talking heavy.
Remember, we was down 28, bro.
Yo, we
Right.
were
Yo,
down
hold
28
on.
at
Now,
that point.
serious. LM is a legend. Let LM tell his story. I'm gonna close out
Oh
after this
my
story.
Jesus.
Go ahead, tell it.
Go ahead,
Cam
LM.
Thomas
Sorry,
appreciation
Nah, but
stream.
It was me and my stepdad pulled up. So I mean, we in the enemy territory. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
it is what it is. So they was talking heavy. Yo, niggas got KD and Harden out. Y'all still can't win. Yo, we got this in the bag. We was like, all right, we gonna see. So we around like the 5 minute mark, around the 6 minute mark, Cam Thomas checking. So we like, I bet time to see, what Cam got. And I think at that point when LaMarcus Aldridge was on the team, like the vets was on the floor. So it was really Cam Thomas that was the young guy at that time.
He was a young gun.
So so Cam Thomas make one mid range. I'm like, all right, we're coming down. Then he make another one. And then we like, oh, hold on, what's going on? Then he make another one. Pick and roll with LaMarcus Aldridge. Had Mitchell Robinson on the left. Push back in mid range. Hit another one. We like, oh. So we start standing up. The net fans start standing up. So that's like he on the heater.
Yeah.
Then at this point in time, I think we down by one, but then I think he hit the mid range to bring us up one. So I think around that, I forgot who missed, but somebody on the Knicks missed, and then Cam got the rebound or whatever. So they passed it to Cam, cleared out. Most of the net fans that I can see, we all standing up. So we like, yo, let's see what he about to do. I'm thinking he gonna go drive down the lane because he can get by. I forgot who was guarding him, but he can get by. This nigga pull up. I'm like, nah, he got a hand in his face. He ain't hitting it. Yo, net fans, we started chanting Brooklyn. Like the chant was all over MSG, bro. That night was crazy.
That was one of the best
LM. After that, the Knick organization started looking to get pieces.
They definitely.
After that, they started looking to get pieces because losing the market mean more than anything.
What you said, Joe?
Yeah. So how was the fans' mood? Their faces leaving the arena.
They faces look like somebody died. Like they just got passed. Like they couldn't believe it. Like if you saw ESPN, like I think ESPN kind of captured it. Like yo, they faces was so surprised because they didn't really know who Cam was. Right. They were like, who is this dude? But we knew we drafted him, so we knew who he was, and then that's when he really made a name for himself. He was like, "Yo, this our guy, a rookie? Oh yeah, it's rap." Like he really made a name for himself. KD over there, I'm looking at KD and him on the bench.
KD was hype on
going crazy, hype.
Oh yeah, we didn't have KD or Kyrie for that game, right?
None of the stars.
Nah, they was on the bench. They was Kyrie, nobody. It was just
no Harden, no problem.
Cam the whole game.
Right. They never beat us with KD or Kyrie. They never beat us, and
I think that night. I think also after that night, that's when KD and them was trolling on Twitter. And I joined I forgot what it was, but I think I wrote something on Twitter, and we was just trolling the Knicks fans like, oh.
Yeah, they've been trying to build a team since then.
Yo, listen, I wanna.
That's probably top 10.
Right. I wanna end the stream. I wanna end the stream like that, and I wanna say that if Danny Wolf, Diego Demin, Ben Sagrav, Drake Powell, Nolan Treyarch, if any of those players beat the Knicks, do what Cam Thomas did and beat the Knicks, I will be the same way fanning for them. The same way I was or am with Cam Thomas. So again, like I said, I'm gonna be watching these players. But again, happy birthday, Cam Thomas, man! You 24. You a young player ready to lead the Brooklyn Nets. That's right, lead the Brooklyn Nets. You know what I'm saying? But again, man, we're gonna be back with more content really soon. This is a great stream. Shout out to all of y'all. Nets fans is the best fans.